How's everybody doing tonight on this Thursday night, almost the weekend? How's everybody doing? Is everybody doing okay, doing fine? Respect to with news, Shawanda Williams, see rapper 23. Anita Sweat. Hold on, I knew I forgot to do something. I've got to do something right quick. Yeah, I gotta send you the link. Hold on. I gotta go somewhere else. You can do it. But we're gonna be talking about a whole bunch of different subjects tonight. Are y'all ready for tonight's show? We're gonna be talking about all kinds of nights tonight. Different subjects. First, I'm gonna start off saying we have to protect our children. Right? We gotta protect our children. And I'm gonna tell you why. And this gonna make some of y'all mad. And let me go to this story right here. First, let me turn this volume down. Okay, I'm gonna read this story right here. This is gonna be the first one I'm gonna read right here. We're gonna read the first one I read. What would you do? What would you do, right? What would you say? Your mother cut off your child's hair. What would you do? Would you call the police on your own mother?
Hold on.
Would you call the police on? Hey, do you know? Would you call the police on your own mother if she cut off your child's hair?
My own mother?
Yeah.
No. I would be upset, but I wouldn't be like calling cops on my mother. No.
Even if she cut it off without your permission.
I would be upset with her. I would have a talk with her, but I would not call the cops on her. No. Like even if you call the cops on somebody who cuts your hair, someone who actually cuts, they're not going to do anything either. The cops don't do nothing about that.
Oh, about this one, they will.
Hmm. Just depends. I guess you might have what cut her while she was doing it. I don't know.
Okay. Here you go. No reason I asked that question. Because a lot of us wouldn't call the police on our own mother. But if our mother did what this mother did,
Let's see.
this per Atlanta Black Star. Now she looked
Hmm.
tidy and presentable. White woman called 911 on her racist, unapologetic mother for shaving 3-year-old biracial child's hair off without permission.
Oh my God. That's questionable.
A woman recounted why she called the police on her mother after she shaved off her biracial daughter's curly hair. The post,
That's questionable.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get to the story. Okay, let me get to the story right quick. Zoe is biracial and white. That was the mother white, and her husband
Hmm.
Tyler is black. She wrote,
Hmm.
according to the New York Post, Zoe has the most stunning curly hair, and I've always taken great care of it. She the little girl absolutely love her hair,
Oh.
loves her curls, and we made it a fun, bonding activity to style her hair together. Unlike Zoe's parent, the toddler's grandmother was a fan of the 3-year-old hair, making the spurs coming like it looked so wild. That's just too much hair for a little girl. And wouldn't it be easier if it was straight?
Hmm.
Mm. Zoe's mother said
So,
she always go ahead.
so she's what they call racist because her hair is rough, or I mean, what does she want? If she's got a mixed grandchild, she's gonna have mixed hair.
It's
So
called
what?
yeah. It's
What
called
happened?
it's like this right here. A child that's is got is mixed, right? Some
Yeah.
gonna have straight, some gonna have straight hair,
Mm-hmm.
some gonna have curly hair,
Mm-hmm.
some gonna have hair like especially if the man is black, some probably have some hair like some black folks.
Right. Okay, so like my kids are
So
mixed, right? My kids, when they were born,
mhm.
you're not gonna believe it. My kids' hair, they bone straight. As they got older, it got
Uh,
more textured. Okay, it's got more texture to
yeah,
it. It's gotten, more, you know, a little curlier. Then it went to more of an afro than anything else. So, but I would never change any their hair for anything. Like I don't.
mhm.
That's what they were born with. God
Yeah,
gave it, God gives us what when we're born, that's what God gives us. We're born with whatever He gives us. We can go and you can go change it by straightening your hair. You can go to a doggone beautician and they can cut your hair, whatever. But God gives you what He gives you for a reason. There's a
yeah,
reason why we all have what we have. And you go
yeah.
changing what God brought you into this world, that means that you're not appreciative of what he gave you. Like he could have easily gave you one leg missing,
Hmm.
which is some people
Okay,
do. They are born like that. So I don't understand why people
you're
are
right.
like that. Why would her mother be like that? That's just, oh my gosh. Heck no. I wouldn't call the
Hey,
cops, but I definitely wouldn't like her.
hey, Zoe's mother said she always brushed the comments off as harmless until one babysitting experience involving Zoe's grandmother ended disastrously.
Mm,
Zoe's mom said she left the 3-year-old in her mother's care for a few hours due to a work emergency a few weeks ago. When she came to pick up Zoe her daughter up, she was
mm,
horrified. Zoe's gorgeous curves were completely gone. Zoe's mom wrote, "My mom cut my baby's hair without my permission. She did a half a job. You know what the A is, don't you?
yeah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. You can
And
say
Zoe's
but.
head was shaved. Hey, and the 3-year-old girl with her head was shaved bald. When her mom asked the
Mm,
grandmother what happened, the grandmother just shrugged and said, "I did her a favor. Now she looked tidy, presentable. Besides, it'll go back straight."
no, that's a lie. It's gonna grow even kinkier. That's not true.
Yeah, I know.
That is not true.
I know.
She's a lie. She don't know what she's talking about. Wow.
See, and
Mm,
one,
mm,
the mother didn't give her permission to do it, right?
right. That's messed up. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, and two, that's the most outlandish comment her Zoe's mother could have said. So that sound racist, right?
Hmm.
And three, don't that woman know she could get charged for child abuse?
Um, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. Is that considered child abuse, or is there something
Yep.
else? It could
Yeah,
be
yeah, it
something
is.
else besides child
Yeah,
abuse.
it is. It is. It is. It is.
Wow. Hmm.
See, the Taliban said she was livid, on the verge of tears, and that she felt her mother had violated her daughter's sense of self and
Hmm.
disrespected her boundaries as a parent. When she did disrespect her boundaries as a parent, right?
Right.
And she violated Zoe's sense of self.
Yeah.
The incident prompted Zoe's mom to call the police and report the haircut as assault.
Mm.
They actually came and
So
took statement from. Go ahead.
when she When she cut her hair, while she was cutting her hair, was she saying anything negative to that little girl? Was she saying something like, "Oh, your hair is going to be straight like grandma's," or "Your
Yeah.
hair won't be so tough or rough," or however she wants to put it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
But the thing about it is the comments she
Yeah,
been making to Zoe's mother. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And ain't no telling that little girl might have been crying.
yeah. Oh yeah, she had to been crying. How old is that little girl again? One more time.
3 years old.
3 years old, and then this happens. So
Hmm.
she definitely understands what's going on when she's getting her
Yeah.
hair cut. So she knows
Hmm.
grandma's cutting my hair. What was she saying to her granddaughter? Ooh, I'm so
I
glad
don't
we can
know.
get rid of your hair. Oh, your hair's too rough, or whatever she was saying. She have to been saying something to her. She can just said, "Grandma's gonna cut your beautiful little, locks, your little curly
Ain't no
hair."
telling. If she said that, if Zoe's grandmother said that to her mother, imagine what she probably said to the child.
Exactly.
And
That's horrible.
I guarantee it was no good, right?
Mm,
They
probably not.
actually came, yeah, they actually came into a statement from both her and her mother, and she was brought
Okay.
in for questioning later. Out of that, her dad, who always loved and that she always loved and respected, called her and was furious. Those mother
Mm,
wrote, he said, I'm going too far. That mom was just trying to help, and that calling the police was a massive overreaction. Hold up, Dad. Let me get something straight. What she did is an overreaction, right? And what
Wait,
she did
hold
is
on, wait.
too far.
So that's her mother? That's her mother, the mother's mother, right?
Yeah,
So she's definitely white then, if she's the
yeah,
mother's mother.
yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
So the husband or the boyfriend, is it the husband? They're married or what?
Uh, Zoe's mother is white, and she married to a black man.
Okay, so she's married to a black man. Okay. So
Hmm.
that means that she basically degraded her daughter, his daughter, as being that that's their kid.
Hmm.
She's degrading him as well by saying, she's saying anything negative about that little girl's hair.
Hmm. And and
Mm.
and Zoe dad, how in the heck is her mother, uh, Zoe's grandmother, trying to help her by cutting her hair?
So the dad said that.
Yeah,
Are you
Zoe's mother
kidding?
dad said that. Yeah, no, I ain't kidding you. He said that.
Oh
Come
my
on,
God, what is wrong with
you
him?
can't make this up. And she called it, and he said it was an overreaction.
Did she
I don't think it was an
overreacted?
overreaction. Yeah,
No,
that what he
that's not
said. No, I don't
overreacted.
think she overreacted. Mm-mm.
No. If she cut her hair, like if she trimmed it, that's one thing. Okay, you could trim the hair. Okay, that's fine. It's going to grow healthier if you trim it. But she cut that little girl's hair like bald headed. Yeah,
Bald
no,
headed,
no, no.
bald headed,
Mm-mm,
bald headed,
mm-mm. It's
and
inexcusable. Mm-mm,
yeah, uh,
mm-mm,
and it was first on Reddit, right? And
mm-hmm.
thousands of Reddit users sided with the toddler's mother, expressing similar contempt and disgust for the grandmother's action and noting the racial implications surrounding the incident. Because you
Mm-hmm.
notice when Zoe's grandmother was talking to Zoe's mother,
Mm-hmm.
and when she said it would grow back straight.
That's never going to happen.
I know
That's not going
that.
to
You
happen.
know that. That's never going to happen.
No, she actually, if you really think about it, she did disservice for herself as well because that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. If you cut a child's hair, it is not going to grow up. It's either going to not grow back any different, or it's going to grow back even curlier.
Thicker. Yeah, yeah. And this because these comments, boy, they sided with the mother of Zoe, right? This is
Hmm.
hard to find. Another commenter added, there is a long There is a long racist history against black women wearing their hair naturally. I can't help but think this somehow stems from that. Not to mention her ignorance in thinking her hair would grow back straight. That is ignorance, ain't
You know what? This
it?
sounds like that situation with that teacher. Remember the teacher that cut that little girl, or I'm sorry, not cut it, but took her hair loose and she had braids. And when
Yeah,
that woman came to the school, she literally paid like 180 bucks or something for the hairstyle. And she came
yeah,
back and her child's braids were all gone after paying all that money.
yeah.
That's crazy.
NTA,
They-
yeah,
they-
NTA, your mom
Mm-mm.
assaulted your kid because she's black. This is a hate crime, one person added. Her comment plus inflicting bodily harm on a minor feels like a hate crime that a haircut, another comment echoed.
Mm,
That's all I had on that. But that's why I asked that question at the beginning. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
The grandmother
But
overstepped her bounds.
she did. She overstepped her boundaries. She did. But they're not going to do anything like in prison. They're not going to really do anything. When she goes to court, you know what they're going to want to do? They're going to basically tell her, okay, this is your first time doing this, so we're going to slap you on your hands and you got to go clean up the streets or something for 30 days or something like that. Like literally, it's not
Yeah,
going to be anything
yeah.
at
And,
all.
I'm like this right here. Now they can take it federal. They could, but I'm like that, and like I said, they could charge him with child abuse. You see what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
all depends what that child tells her mother what her grandma has said to her,
Hmm.
and if that child get interviewed by a social worker, that she could actually repeat it back to her. The
Yeah, and
grandmother
don't
could be a
forget, those kids will be teasing her at daycare if this is where she's going, like daycare or pre-K or whatever. Yeah, they'll be teasing her wherever she's going to school or there's going to be some kids. She can go to the park and they'll tease her.
yeah, and that is crazy.
Hmm.
When I heard that right, there, I'm like, I got to lead off with this one. I had to lead off with that one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And yeah, and
The
it is
disrespect.
crazy. That disrespected the parents,
Hmm.
disrespected your grandchild. So
Hmm.
other word, you don't give up about your grandchild.
And you know what? I think the dad was like, oh, you're taking it out of hand or whatever. I think it's because he wanted to stay in neutral with the mother because
Yeah.
a lot of these husbands want to be neutral. They want to be able to get along with their mother-in-laws. You know what I mean? So they don't say
Mm-hmm.
anything. So they
No,
try to
no, no.
keep their opinions to themselves.
Hey, I'm telling you this right here. When I said her dad,
Hmm.
I was talking about Zoe's mother dad,
Oh, the grandpa.
the grandpa.
So what is the dad say? This whole time I thought you said the daddy said that. So who is I mean, did he say anything? The father of the
I
baby,
don't
of
know
the
if
little
he said that
2-year-old?
yet. I don't know if he
Mm.
said that yet, but you know, I found some backstory. Right? Hold on, hey Malaysia, Thug Wolf in the house.
Hey, Malaysia, how are you?
Oh, hold on, I gotta do this real quick.
Hello.
Come on now, get there. Yeah, thank you, Malaysia. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this right here. I'll tell you this right here. It's crazy. It's crazy how things are, right? And when things go like that, I see. I would I went that far as to call the police on her grandmother. It all
Mm-hmm.
depends. It all depends. If the child talked to a counselor and the police, and she repeated what the grandmother said,
Mm-hmm.
and it ain't to the counselor and the police don't like it, or to the counselor liking, charge your butt.
Mm-hmm.
Charge your butt.
Right.
And then other than that,
I don't think she's gonna get much of a charge though.
yeah.
Like I
But
said, I think they'll give her probation, slap on the hand first time.
yeah,
You know how that goes,
yeah.
especially
But
because the
as
color of her
as
skin.
yeah, as as the mother and I know mother and dad, grandma is not keeping that child no more. She look,
Uh,
grandpa,
I don't think she's
grandpa.
gonna be let to see that child, let to be
Oh,
seeing that
I'm
child by
saying,
herself.
grandpa and grandmother is not seeing that child. Won't be able to come around that child.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
I don't think you look. I don't think Zoe, her and her mother and her husband is going back to grandma and grandfather house for holiday dinner, are they? I don't think
I
so.
doubt that. I doubt it.
Okay. What if I tell you this right here? Here's another story right here. What if I
I
tell
wish I
you,
was a fly. Look. I wish I was a fly on the wall while she was cutting that little girl hair to hear everything she had to say.
hey, you would have flew
Mm.
to the police, hey, you would have flew to the police station, wrote it down, all hey, told her word for word, wouldn't
I'd have been buzzing all in her ear, letting her cut her own hair, trying to get rid of me. I'd have been getting at her if I had to hear anything negative from her mouth.
you?
Excuse me, buzz. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I would not let her get away with that. Mm-mm.
Okay, here's another one. This is why I said we got to protect our child. The schools is not for our children. Yeah,
Not
I bet y'all.
bananas.
Hey, I bet y'all want y'all think I said, Dietrich, what you talking about?
What are you
What if
talking
I
about?
told you a school in Massachusetts
Hmm.
uh punish the victim of racial bullying?
The school is part of bullying.
Now, the school punish the victim of racist bullying
Oh,
and don't do that to the
see,
racist bullies.
so the one that's getting bullied is the one that
It's
they
two of them.
are
It's two. It's
punishing.
two. It's two. It's two. They sisters.
So they're punishing the one that's getting bullied, is what I'm
Yeah,
saying. They're punishing the one that's getting bullied. Oh
yeah.
my goodness. I'm done.
Uh this is this per Atlanta Black Star. Okay. No, I read the article. We talk about it. They can't say nothing.
Mm.
Dangerous lies. Dangerous liars. Massachusetts school accused of shielding racist bullies who called sister the N-word, monkey, called cop to escort white student to buses after confrontation.
Wow.
Let that sink in.
Wow. That's
Let
some
that sink
BS
in.
right there. That's some BS. I think they need to get sued. Maybe that way they'll learn their lesson.
Yeah. Respect Marie. See, this what I would see. This the thing
Hello,
I don't get
Maria.
right here.
Hmm.
This is what I don't get right here. Why are you escorting the white student to the buses after after confrontation? What you scared that the the one they being racist toward gonna beat their butt?
Hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
that's why. Okay, so let me explain something to you about bullies. Okay, to me, bullies are little punks. They're punks.
Yeah.
They don't know
Yeah.
how to fight. They do not know how to fight by themselves. There's always more than one. When there's a bully, there's another bully hanging in with them. They literally have a group of little thug bullies, but they're all punks. because the reason why they together as a little gang or this little clique, as they call it, is
Mm-hmm.
because they're scary. They don't know how to fight. They use their
Mm-hmm.
words, but they can't
Mm-hmm.
fight. Let a doggone kid who's being bullied get enough of their crap and see what happens.
You know that stuff we did a while back.
Mm,
What happened to that bully? That white girl that thought she was a bully and always thought she always want to fight. What happened to her?
right. She got her butt whooped.
And we got to find an update on that one too. We got to find an update on that one too.
Mm,
But let me go ahead and read this article right quick.
go ahead.
This is what these two black girls' attorneys said. Attorney for two black girls at a Massachusetts high school have filed a federal civil rights lawsuit, which they're going to win. They're going to win this. Wait till I get through reading now. Claiming the students were relentlessly targeted during the 2023-2024 school year by racial bullying and harassment, while officials looked the other way and never held their peers accountable. Instead of confronting the pervasive culture of racism, the school front office frequently targeted the victim for punishment, including an incident where staff called the police on one of the sisters over a
Can
minor
you
altercation.
can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay, okay. That was together. She's about to come back. She's gonna come up. Hold on one second. Let me send her the link to her email.
I already did.
To her email?
Yeah,
Oh well shoot. Then why would she want me to send it?
I already did that.
Doggone it.
You know I always do that.
I know, but she obviously
Tell her I already sent it. I sent it at 9:05. Instead of confronting yeah, and called the police on one of the sister over a minor altercation. The suit obtained by Atlanta Black Star alleges. The complaint called for a federal investigation into the racially hostile and unsafe environment at Millbury Memorial Junior / Senior High School, where only 4.7% of the student body identifies as black, according to the filing. The sisters, ages 13 and 16, alleged they were repeatedly targeted with racial slurs by white students, including being called monkey, the N-word, and subject to degrading comments like black as F, ugly,
mm,
and too dark. On social
mm,
media, one of the sisters was told to go back to her motherland.
oh my God. Do these people need like a lesson or something? Hey, together, how are you? Do they need a
Hang
lesson
together.
for real? Do they need a lesson in in what they're made of, like what their DNA is made of? Oh my God, every person on this earth has black in them. It may not show, but they all have black in them. They need to go, they need to go invest, like literally, they need to go learn that stuff. They need to have somebody go to the school and teach them about their DNA. I swear these kids are dumb. These bullies are dumb. These people who are keep saying things about go to your motherland, go to this. You go, you get the heck up out of here. What the heck? You're the one who's not happy here. So why don't you take your behind somewhere? The
Yep.
heck?
Wow.
And
Sorry.
and the girl was 13, and the sister was 13 and 16, right? And I
Hmm.
did
What did
call
I
out. Hey,
miss?
I want to ask you the question. Don't say that you knew. Do not say
Hmm.
nothing.
I won't.
Would you call the police on your
Hmm.
mother for cutting your child's hair without your permission?
I'd cuss her out.
See? I told you she's not gonna call the cops. She's thinking like me. But go ahead, listen. Go ahead and listen to what the
Listen,
situation is.
listen. If she basically, the woman's white, the 3-year-old mother is white, and she married to a black man.
Hmm.
Her mother cut her 3-year-old child hair without her permission. and she told her daughter that, oh, never mind, it'll grow back straight.
The
Hmm?
grandmother cut the 3 year old's hair off her head, every bit of it.
Bald,
She took her
bald.
bald and
Oh,
told her
guess
it's gonna
what?
grow back straight. And guess what? No,
And
it's not. It's gonna grow back kinkier.
guess what?
What?
Well,
What?
if she's mixed, it's not gonna grow back kinky. But
Yes, it is. It actually did. My kids did. When I
well,
cut my
that's
kids'
your
hair,
kids. But
it went kinky.
I've cut his hair off, and his didn't grow back kinky. So it depends on the bloodline. It
Yeah.
Mm.
depends. So
Well,
if
I'm not
like
saying like kinky kinky. I'm saying like whatever their hair was, that's what it grew back as. It didn't grow. It didn't change the
Her hair
texture of
curly.
their
Her
hair.
hair curly.
Yeah.
But
okay, so my thing is this. I'm a very vindictive person. When I want to get you back,
Oh
I
boy.
plot and I plan very strategically. So there's nothing wrong with her having a nice hot cup of tea. So when she wakes up in the morning, you will have matching hairstyles. How about that? It'll grow back
hey,
Oh,
straight. It'll grow
right.
back straight.
But no, 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 no.
that's not the
But
case. The thing is, not only did she cut her hair, we don't know what she was saying to that little girl. And I said, I wish I was a fly on the wall so I can buzz
So
all
did
in
the
her ear
kids
and
say
have her cut her
anything?
own hair.
don't
Hi
know.
Malaysia. Hi Malaysia. How you doing? It's so good to see you.
Well, we
I told you I wouldn't.
I wouldn't call the cops on her.
I
Like I
wouldn't.
said, I don't care what the conversation would be, but when mom woke up in the morning, they will have matching haircuts. That's all I'm telling
I'm
you.
telling,
That'll be the
I'm
end of the
telling,
story.
no, I won't. No, I won't tell you why not. One, ain't no telling what she told that little girl.
Oh God.
It
Hey,
don't matter.
hold on. Hold on together. And it was a racial undertone to it.
Okay, so it's racial undertone. Mine gonna be racial too. When I cut your
But
damn
you
hair
be,
off your
but you be in jail.
oh well, but she'll still be bald headed.
But you be in jail.
So what? She'll
She be
still be bald headed.
you be
Oh my
yeah, she be
God.
free. She be bald
Guess
headed
what? Okay,
and
how about this? How about this? Let's use this rule. How about I talk to the officer and find out what is it that I can do, because for simple fact, if I tell you not to cut my child's hair and you cut my child's hair anyway, there should be some type of repercussion for her. I'm not necessarily trying to get her locked up, but baby, when you get finished paying for all these hairstyles and regrowth serums, you're gonna wish you never touched her hair. And then for the racial undertone, then I would seek out counseling to talk to someone that can be on my side to keep me safe and my child safe away from her. So I wouldn't
yeah,
just put her in jail just to get her away from her, but I would do things that would keep her away permanently. Like you're a danger to that child, and the things that you're saying could be considered as verbal and racial abuse. So then that's when CPS comes in to say you're not allowed to be around that child anymore. So that'll help me out.
yeah. And in some state that could be considered child abuse too. So I'm gonna follow this story right here. I got to follow this one. And get
Together,
what the
I
grandpa
think
said.
they would probably give her 30 days to clean up. Probate, not probation, whatever they call it, like where she has to clean the doggone city. That's all I think they're gonna do. They're gonna slap her on the hand and that's it. Especially if
Yeah,
it's the first time offense. They're not gonna
but
do anything. It's gonna be a
but
waste
get
of
what
time.
grandpa had to say together. Get what grandpa had to say. Oh,
Well,
it was
listen to this.
overreacting. Hey, grandpa
Mm.
said, "Oh, it just you just told his daughter that she was overreacting and that her mother was trying to only trying to help."
Well, he gonna stick with that old biddy. That's what he gonna do. Old biddy versus old biddy. They're gonna stick
Mm.
together. He's used to her doing. She's like a Karen. Like you got those
Yeah.
Ken and Karen. So Karen do
Mm.
something. Here comes Ken to the rescue, getting his ass whooped. I
Mhm.
mean, what is there?
Yeah, but I'm like this right here. But I'm looking at what the mental capacity.
I want to know what the daddy said of that 3-year-old. That's what I want. The black husband. I want to hear what he
But
has to say about this mess.
he probably was acting a damn fool. But just think of the mental state that little girl in right now was in when that was happening, and that the tears rolling down her head, her
Don't
face.
forget daddy's little girl.
Oh yeah.
Tears.
Mhm.
Wait. Tears rolling down her head. How does that work?
Down her face. Down her face. You know what I mean when I say that.
How does that work? I want to see that one. She got one of them flip heads.
But I tell you this right here.
I
But
can't with her sometimes. That's why we don't be up here that often together. She's just
yeah.
crazy.
But I look at this right here. If she spoke to a counselor and the 3-year-old, I'm talking about 3-year-old, and she repeated what grandma said to her, then
That could be
it could.
considered child abuse, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And look, those
Yep.
kids are gonna be laughing at her with that bald head unless her mom finds a way to cover it up.
Mm-hmm.
That poor baby, that poor little
Yeah.
child is gonna get bullied.
Grandma
Her
has to be
grandma,
bald
yeah.
headed. She be bald headed. Grandpa, I put like pigtails in his head and glue it together so he can cut all his off. And if he got
But
hair, I'll put some of that lace glue on his head and put some of them polka dot braids in his hair.
but on to the next one though.
I put
These
some braids in
people,
her hair and put some beads on them.
Hey,
but
see,
these
Deidre don't never want me to have no fun.
nah, because I got some more story to get in here.
It's gonna get out. Goodness, you're like we ain't got no time.
We won't go come back to it because I got a whole lot of stories I got.
Hey, I'm gonna
But
ask
I
you a
remember
question. Did you hear about the Dodger player that beat up his wife?
uh when
Hmm.
hey, I'm trying to figure out. I wonder when the athlete gonna realize you can't do that.
Yeah, he did it out in the open. It was crazy. Somebody was videoing it. He was, oh man, he was like, she was,
Wailing on her.
he was in a boxing ring, and there's some guy slammed him up against the fence trying to stop him, and he's still swinging on her.
No,
Mm.
yeah,
I swear
he not
these
finna be in the league
athletes
no
are
more.
losing their minds. That ain't the first one I heard about in this past week.
No, so it ain't gonna be the
Mm-mm.
last.
Nope.
Yeah,
But
right. That's
this
true,
school,
Deidre.
yeah, these schools is crazy.
What happened?
What if I tell you
Mm.
this school escort white students to buses out of confrontation?
Hmm?
I don't know what you're talking about because you just said something that
What?
could have been that could have been
And yeah,
anything.
yeah, look, this. Hold on, you know,
You
don't
be
go
trying
on
to
yet.
wait. You be no.
Don't go on
Listen to
yet.
this. Wait. You be quiet for 1 second. Let me say what I gotta say. Because look, he'll tell you something and confuse the heck out of you, and then be like, "Oh, this what I meant." Like this is what I'm saying. And I'm
No,
sitting there
no,
going,
it says
Mm.
what it says. It says what
"Well,
it
then
says.
say what you gotta say, but you don't have to say like that. Like
Hey,
you
look,
you put cliffhangers on these things. Go
no,
ahead."
no, no. It said escort white students to bus as a confrontation.
But listen
You
to
know
what
why they
he's
gonna
Who?
escort
saying.
to the bus?
Wait a minute.
You
The
know what?
school escorted the white students to the bus after a confrontation?
Yes,
Yep.
listen to what he's meaning by that. Go ahead, tell her what you mean.
See, this Baptist school accused of shielding racist bully who called the sisters the N-word monkey and calls the police. And the school called the police to escort the white students to the buses.
Let me tell you something. If I was white and I said that, I would only pray that they would escort me to the bus because they gonna beat the hell out of me.
Right. What did I say? Didn't I say so? Like I said earlier, the reason why bullies come in a pack is because they're punks. They're scary. They don't know how to fight. So they use their
Yeah,
words to
but
fight with people. That's what they
Yeah.
are. They're
But this
punks.
guy, hey,
They can't fight.
but these bullies finna cost. Hey, these bullies finna cost these folks some money, and I'm
Oh
glad.
yeah.
Yeah, here's
Oh
the
yeah.
article right here. Here's the article. Atlanta Black Star. Attorney for two black girls at the Massachusetts High School have filed a federal civil rights lawsuit claiming the students were relentlessly targeted during the 2023-2024, boy, that hard to say, school year, by racial bullying and harassment while officials looked the other way and never held their peers accountable. Instead of confronting the pervasive culture of racism, the school front office frequently targeted victims for punishment, including an incident where staff called the police on one of the sisters over a minor altercation. The suit obtained by Atlanta Black Star alleges. The complaint calls for a federal investigation to the racially hostile, unsafe environment at Millboro Memorial Junior / Senior High School, where only 4.7% of the student body identifies as black, according to the filing. The sisters, ages 13 and 16, alleged they were repeatedly targeted with racial slurs by white students, including being called monkey, the N-word, and subject to degrading comments like black, ass, F,
Black butt.
ugly, and too dark. On social media, one of the sisters was told to go back to her motherland. The complaint
Oh
states
wow.
that Millboro school official painted the sister as
Mm.
dangerous liars, and aggressors in every disciplinary manner, thereby perpetrating a pattern of disproportionately punishing students of color. Let me get y'all take on that before I read it in the front.
Wow. Did he stop talking?
And ain't that yeah, I said, wait to see what y'all got to say about it before I read it in front.
Okay, so you gonna have to read that again because my brain can't wrap around that. Yeah,
Which part?
you got. I'm just lost.
These two girls, 13 and 16, and some other blacks, but these 13 and 16-year-old black girls, they are sisters. They've been
Okay.
racially bullied, all monkeys, and the official at school is not doing nothing, protected them, the racist bully,
Mm-hmm.
and let me see, let's see what else they've been doing. What else? Oh, I ain't got to. They've been called dangerous liars and
Mm.
aggressors, and it's crazy. The police were called in the incident where the police were called. School official ignored the girls' nonviolent history and the absence of any injury to other student lawsuit claims. So they still try to put false accusations on these girls.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Additionally, the
And to
same
let
girl
you know, racism hasn't gone anywhere.
they is up north. Additionally, the same girl allegedly faced punishment for tearing up a piece of paper with the N word written on it, which had been given to her by a white student. So you're going to punish the girl for tearing up a piece of paper that was given to her by a white student that got the N word on it. Make that make sense together, you knew.
It don't.
It don't. I just don't understand that people think that they can say what they want to say without repercussions. But I tell you
Right.
what, I'm glad I'm not in school no more because I will follow them home and I will whoop their ass after
Ooh.
school.
Oh, guess what? Not only they have police escort and another dope, I think the principal, somebody get on the bus ride, make sure they get off of their bus stop, and make sure they get home safely.
Dang. I cannot believe this mess right here. This is crazy.
Hey,
This
check
is
this out.
that's crazy.
Uh-huh.
They need to
Yeah, I
sue
know.
the heck out of that school.
Oh, they got a
They
federal lawsuit
also
in place. The complaint also states that the school suspended both sisters on separate occasions without sufficient cause, with one of them
Wow.
receiving a 20-day suspension. 20-day suspension.
For what?
According to for no cause.
Oh
For
my
speaking
God.
out against the racist bullying that's going on in their school. The,
Wow.
the complaint also states that the schools suspended. Oh, I'll be reading that. According to the lawsuit, the younger sister was suspended 3 times during the school year, including once for one day when putting her hair in a ponytail. After that was interpreted as a sign of aggression against a white student. Damn,
Wow.
I can't these days. The black student, the black girls that go to school, they can put a hair in a ponytail. Lord knows what happened if they what they think about when she take off her earrings.
you know, Lord help if she pull that lace wig off.
Oh man, Lord
Yeah.
have mercy.
And get that
Lord
Vaseline
have
and put
mercy.
it on her hair like they always say.
Mhm. See, and then
Yeah, I'm
here's
I'm one of them mothers.
yeah,
I'm going in on them bullies. I'm not even playing. My kids are worth me going to jail. I'm sorry.
but check this out now. Here's another part of them. They really finna piss you off. The
Mm.
complaint alleges that the school did not inform the parents of white students about their discriminatory and abusive behavior. In contrast, when the black sister reported issues to the school officials, they were questioned, doubted, and dismissed.
Yeah, because they didn't want their parents to come up there and turn that sucker upside down.
Like MC Harris, hey, like MC Harris, they would have came out there
Turn
to
this
turn that
mother
mother
out.
out.
Mm-hmm. Real talk.
Then
Mm.
Marion Abbott, the attorney leading the case, told GBH News instead of the school protecting the sister against this racial harassment, what the school did was they relied on racist and hateful stereotype about black girls. The complaint states that during the 2022-2023 school year, black students at Millbury Memorial were nearly 4 times more likely to receive an out of school suspension compared to white students. That's not shocking.
Wow.
Wow.
That's not shocking compared to with
Wow.
attorney citing school specific disciplinary data maintained by the State Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. Oh, they finna get all them reports. That attorney finna get all them doggone reports. You know that, right?
Hmm.
Yep.
They need to. They damn need to.
I wonder whatever happened to that black girl that slammed that little white girl's head
Oh
and
yeah,
found out that little girl was a bully.
Hey, Armando.
at least she thought
Hmm.
she, hey, Armando, at least she thought she was a bully. At least she thought she was.
I told you bullies can't fight. I told you that already. They cannot fight.
Okay.
They can't fight, y'all. They cannot fight.
Hey,
That's why
Big
they always
Wolf.
get their butts kicked.
Baby Wolf said hi to Armando.
Oh, you know we ain't nobody.
I know, huh?
Look, we ain't nobody when Armando come around. You know that, right?
Yeah, y'all get
Mm.
some love. Y'all get zero love when Armando around. Y'all can call that quits. I said his name one time and it was over.
Yeah,
You said
but
it like 4 times. Hi, Armando. Hi, Armando. Hi. I'm like, oh, that's his buddy right there.
yeah. Okay, let's see what. Okay, the complaint further alleges that the assistant principal protected the white student by escorting them to the bus stop and riding the bus to ensure they're safe arrival at the dropout point with part of this effort aimed at monitoring the black girl.
Mm. I'm about to go through
Oh, that,
this. Oh my goodness, these people are pissing me off.
Lawyers for civil rights, which filed a legal action with the U.S. Department of Education on behalf of, I can't pronounce their mother name, and her Trusha. Y'all try to pronounce that name.
TRUS
Trusha.
sounds like Tressa.
I don't know. The last name ain't no better. Vilvar. And her daughter, Lisa.
Vilvar. So
Yeah.
Vilvar. Okay.
Okay, I let you pronounce the name, okay?
Mm,
And
mm.
her daughter released a statement accusing a school official of letting deplorable behavior by its students to spiral spin out of control. Which I'm with the mother on this one. They let it get out
Yeah,
of control, huh?
yeah.
The girls bravely reported these incidents, and their mother consistently communicated concern to school officials. Yet school officials took no meaningful action to root out racism or how hold racist perpetrators accountable. The mother also issued a statement calling the alleged inaction by school official inexcusable. For y'all that
Mm.
gonna be ghost watching later or watch this replay later that don't know what inaction means, no action. The unbearable racial bullying my children have suffered,
Mm.
coupled with a lack of accountability by the Millbury School District, must be addressed. The girl mother said in a statement, those responsible should be held accountable, and policies must change to ensure the safety of not only my children but all students in the district. Hell, she said
Wow.
she should be the principal, shush, or the man.
Right. She got more common sense than they do.
Mhm. Now here comes the superintendent. Yeah, y'all want to hear what the superintendent had to say?
I don't. I do not.
Nope.
I don't.
Hey,
I do not.
hey,
I don't want to hear no
hey,
more. I can't take no more.
hey. But the thing is, you know the statement was already prepared for him, don't you? Like always.
Prob-
Oh my
Probably
God.
had to go to Google Docs or something to write it.
He knew what he said.
Mm.
I about almost gagged when I heard what he was talking about, right? Millbury School Superintendent Greg Myers issued
Wait. Hold on. You almost gagged, and now you want to tell us this? Do you not think we're gonna
yeah,
gag?
yeah.
Jeez, I cannot with you right now. Go ahead.
Issued a statement addressing the explosive allegation saying, I can say that we take such allegations very seriously and address them in accordance with our Title VI procedures. Miles added, we welcome a comprehensive review of our practice and procedures to ensure that our schools are respectfully and supportive of all students. Our goal is cultivating a community where every student is valued and has the opportunity to thrive. We look forward to working with the Office of Civil Rights to resolve each of these allegations. I call BS. I
That's
had to
the
get
way
it.
he was
I had to get
wording that.
it.
He was doing
Hey,
it.
huh?
He was trying to do a country voice. I so hope.
Hey, I try to get in. I try to get in that white boy mode, but I kind of probably missed the feel that. But that sound like a somebody wrote that out for him, which we already I call BS on that statement. If he wanted to do something about it, he could have been doing something about it. Am I right? I asked the question. Somebody come in under this. Y'all.
Yes,
That
right. You're right. I'm sorry. I thought you heard me, and I obviously because I was on the. I ended up getting the email, and I was answering it real quick before these people think I'm interested. But yeah, I can hear you clearly, but you can't hear me. That's crazy. But anyways,
Yeah,
yes, I heard you. Yep.
that's a crack up.
BS.
I could have that statement. I could have said that statement without even reading it on a piece of paper.
Yes.
Basically,
Hear
he said,
you.
basically he said, let's break it down. Let's break it down a little bit. He said, we
Break it
care
down.
about the students.
Yeah.
We care about all the students.
Students that are of their color. Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah. But we do not care
Hmm.
about the other students that is not
Right.
of
Of
our
not their,
skin tone.
the ones that are not their color. Okay. Next.
And we just want to make sure them students are safe and sound.
Oh, okay. So we're talking about Snowman being safe and Midnight.
Can I give you my? I'm gonna tell you how it sounds.
Go
We
ahead.
care about all our white students, but we don't care about the Negroes.
Them black
No,
children.
no, the Negroes. They don't say that the hard. They say the Negroes. We don't care about the
No, I can't.
Negroes.
You know I don't say that, so you know I have to say
RAS,
something else.
girl. Look, then don't say what I say then. Dang, good
I'm not
God
saying
Almighty.
that. I'm not
Then
saying
don't say.
that.
Then don't
I'm
say
not
it.
saying that. I'm not.
Did I put a GU into your head and say you better
I'm
say it?
not.
Anyway, she won't even let me be racist. This is a damn shame. I can't be racist towards my own kind of people without her pecking, doing her little pecking order. Anyway, I stopped writing for this harassment because I want to be a self-hating racist. Oh my God. Anyway, we care about all the little Lily Pond, little Pollyannas, and the little Bufords, but we don't want Shaquana and Shadeka and Joaquin and Hezekiah.
Mhm.
We're not going to protect them, but we're going
We're gonna take care of the snowballs.
we're gonna take care of Beth Ann and Lily Ann.
Hey, but check this out
I
now.
love
Check this
black kids. Go on and sit back in the back and shut up.
out. Check this out now. Check this out right here.
I
The
told
case
you
is
about her.
this. Yeah, the case is the latest in a series of complaints against several Massachusetts school districts alleging violation of civil rights, including in Brookline, Southwick, and Melrose. I feel look. You know what? I couldn't let my daughters go back to that school.
Mm-mm.
I couldn't.
Never,
The
never,
sister
ever,
could.
ever.
Yeah, the sister continued to attend that school, but now feel unsafe and hesitant to report the abuse they face on a daily basis. We know what's going to happen. They're going to start. They're going to get tired. They're going to get sick and tired. You know what happens when somebody gets sick and tired? Is you picking on them, right?
Mm. They get, they get to whooping your behind. They kick them doggone. I told you already. Them doggone people cannot
Pop,
fight,
pop, pop. Go
and
to
they get
Physical.
whooped.
Bang, bang, bang. Go to GUN.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. When
You
students report
let
this,
a teacher look. Let a teacher. Man. Let a teacher cut baby wolf hair and see what I do. Let a teacher ignore baby wolf saying that some because he told us these big kids at the school on the other side was messing with me. I said, "Oh, really?" I said, "Okay, don't say
Mm.
no more."
Okay.
I drove my car over there and I looked at those big kids. I said, "You touch one hair on his head." I said, "I'm gonna whoop your A and I'm gonna whoop your mama A." I said, "Have a good day," and I ain't heard nothing else. And I meant
I
what I
bet you.
said.
Exactly. I bet you.
yeah,
I bet you they didn't
yeah.
say nothing.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
They ran, and because they was picking on all the little kids, but just because he told me they was picking at him, that meant all of them, not just mine. That meant
Right.
touch
Mm-hmm.
them kids, touch them and see what I do, because you do not want me to call my family, because you gonna think it's Chicago if they come up there. That's how many people gonna be rolling up, low riders and everything, a few cop cars. Some CPS workers, government officials, You don't want that. You don't
Yeah.
want that. You best to go on about your
Okay.
business.
Yeah. Together, we're
Yep.
gonna take their bikes and throw them in the trees like that guy did on that video I showed
That
y'all.
mess was so funny. That was
And,
that was
and, and
no. We're gonna rob your house and then leave my keys there.
Yeah, that too.
yeah.
Come back and
Well,
come back for them.
Look, D2
here's the
get
end of
annoyed
that.
with us. Don't get
Here's the end
annoyed.
of
We
it.
having fun.
No, I want to
We
finish the
having.
story. I want to finish the story right here because I got nothing to get to.
We know they racist though. We already know they
No, I'm
racist. They
trying to
don't
finish
like
the
us
story.
color
So,
folk.
now, this is what I'm trying to get to. It's a good point about they lawyer.
All right, go ahead, get it over with, because this is taking too long.
Man, I'm
When the
telling you, I
student
could have
reported,
had 2 babies by now.
now you can. Hey, look, when the students report discrimination,
You
schools are
wanted us
not.
together up here. You wanted us together up here. So there you go.
I put the leaders in the group chat and in the chat and sent it to y'all.
But I'm
When the student
saying,
report discrimination,
you knew once we got up here we was gonna act a fool. You knew that.
Right. You knew that. You knew. You knew.
no, but the thing is, I'm trying to get this. I
D
want.
Truth, did
We
you
got. I want the
know
statement first.
that
No,
we was
I
gonna
want the statement
clown?
first. We'll have fun later. Have fun later. We do the decision first. When
You
student
be
Go
report
dragging
ahead.
discrimination,
stories too long.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm about to get AARP by the time you finish.
you already got it. What you talking about? You already got it. What you talking about?
I ain't got no damn AARP for your information.
I'm done.
When the
Yeah.
student report discrimination, schools are not permitted to shrek their legal responsibility. They are not above the law. Here, Mayberry Memorial repeatedly failed these sisters by unjustly disciplining them instead of addressing the racial harassment they face. This what Albert, senior attorney at Lawyers for Civil Rights, is definitely a systematic issue. The schools has a legal and moral duty to protect students, and that's not what Mayberry did. Guess what? My kids would be not going to that school anyway.
Ebba.
Hey, hey,
Mm-mm.
I'm scared to talk because he get mad.
I don't get mad. I like to go and get the seriousness over with, then have fun with it.
But
Because it kind of takes the.
I feel like I'm about to be admitted in the senior citizens home as long as you take it.
I asked y'all for a serious comment, but y'all want to make jokes. I ain't trying to make jokes
That's
right
what
now.
we do. That's what we.
But
Then don't
I
ask us to
know,
be
but
up here together.
hey, make jokes after the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the seriousness over with first, then we make jokes. That's
Look,
how we
you
come
ain't my
down.
daddy. You just my brother. Hush your mouth.
But let's get the
D-Truth.
seriousness over with.
D-Truth. I just got new keys. You want to know where? In the old folks' home.
But I said I like get the seriousness over in and over with. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
Because once we get the serious over with, then we get decompressed by laughing.
Okay.
See?
Gone.
Oh boy. Get off of me video shows shocking moment. Miami officer left 50-year-old girl and body slams her to the ground because he believed she was going to attack him. So you're a police officer, you scared a 50-year-old girl?
15?
15-year-old girl, he scared of.
He
Oh,
body
Lord.
slammed a 15-year-old girl.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
See, that's what I be telling y'all. These police officers got bullied in school, and so now they got a badge. Julio Urias is the one that beat up his wife from the Dodgers.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I heard about him too. I heard about him too.
Hmm.
She, I'm still surprised he's in Major League Baseball.
He's been suspended.
Mm.
They're trying to decide what to do with him.
Shoot,
They need
shoot,
to tie him up and let her beat him up.
no,
Keep it
they
right
banned
in.
Pete Rose for betting. Look, they banned Pete Rose before getting in the Hall of Fame for betting on baseball game. But yeah, they want to get these other athletes slapping a goddamn wrist, trying to decide what they want to do to them.
Yeah,
Especially the ones these.
they need to stop letting them slapping them on the wrist and letting them get away with this kind of stuff because, like I said earlier, bullies and men who put their hands on women can't fight no man, and that's why they fight women. I'm just saying,
Mhm.
my opinion, my thoughts.
Yeah, just like I cannot pronounce this girl name. Ikeria.
Ikiri?
Listen,
Syria,
take. Yeah, she got it. Ikeria. I don't
Syria.
like messing up people's names. Yeah, I don't like messing up
You
people's
said
names.
IA, right? You said IA
I
at the end.
K K is kite.
Okay, so IK.
ERIA.
Okay, yeah,
Ikiri.
Icaria. Yeah, Icaria.
Yeah,
Okay.
take a black 50. I don't care the girl black or white, whatever. That cop don't have no reason to put his hand on no 50-year-old girl. That's body
No, he
slam.
should not. Should
I
not.
don't care what color they is. I don't care what color
Should
they are.
not. No matter what.
Yep. From Miami
Period.
is facing federal charges
That's an
after
ugly
she
ass name.
Mm, you just figured that
guess
out?
what? She is facing federal felony charges after she was body slammed to the ground by a Miami-Dade public school police officer last week. She facing charges.
Wait. She's getting charged for him slamming her?
Yep.
Oh,
That's not gonna stick.
that's weird because that sounds like somebody forgot to put their glasses on and they were looking at this backwards. How the heck is she gonna get charged for something she didn't even do?
Look at that. The attorney and the police work together.
Lord, they got cameras. Work with
Oh
that.
yeah. It was an incident that took place at Edison High School in Miami and was captured on video, which was posted on the Instagram story last week. So the full unedited video no longer appears to be online. So
I
they didn't want
guess
the whole
not.
video online. I wonder why not.
Somebody still has it.
Mm-hmm.
You know that.
And
Somebody still has that video.
I gotta go find local 10 news on YouTube. See if they see can I find it somewhere.
Mm.
I taken the video and used edited portion in its news report showing a man identified only as Miami-Dade Public School Sergeant O. I'm gonna call ODIGE. I ain't gonna worry about pronouncing his name right. Scumbag. Body slam taped to the ground during a melee at the school following a football game.
What country is this? What's up with these names?
This is Miami.
With those names? Right
Yep.
They
here.
could be an African name or something like that.
Okay. Well, I don't even know. Are they even black?
Yeah. And,
They could
Oh,
be an
here's the
African
twist.
name.
Here's the twist.
is he
Here's
white
the
or is he
twist.
black?
Yeah, here's the twist.
Yeah,
Here's the
what?
twist. The girl is black
That's
and the
what I'm
cop was
about to say.
black.
Is he
And the
black or
cop was
white? She
black.
asked you. Oh, that's what she was asking you.
Yeah. He's black. The cop is black.
Okay, so the cop is black and the girl is black. Okay,
He
Mm-hmm.
probably an African. Not to be
that's some
disrespectful with
that's
that
some
kind of
issues.
name.
Yeah, he's got some issues.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to
The
call him.
Miami-Dade, yep. The Miami-Dade police, the Miami-Dade public school police interpret the flailing of her arm as an attack on the officer, which is why she
Hmm.
was charged with battery on a law enforcement officer resisting arrest and disrupting a school function. Hold on. How you gonna charge her with disrupting a school function when the school function was already the football game was over with? Okay. I don't know how you do that. The
I'm
arrest,
still trying to figure out how the heck he gonna get she's gonna get charged with something, and he's the one who's throwing her like a rag doll.
Hmm. The arrest report obtained by local teams said that Tate became combative by tensing and pulling away. Defendant continued being combative and attempted to strike the sergeant with a closed fist. However, Tate says she was trying to grab onto the officer to keep from being further attacked. I believe her story.
Mm,
I believe her story.
I
yeah,
do too.
that's what I say. But
I believe her
I'm
story.
dumbfounded by, no, wait a minute, but I'm dumbfounded by this, that they would charge her with being the one that's aggravating anything, and he's the one who's throwing her like a rag doll. I just don't get that.
Talking about she was being combative and attempted to strike the sergeant with a closed fist.
Oh yeah, that's got to be it. And I bet she's like this
Yeah.
little tiny something, and he's this big tall or big chunky guy.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see.
See if they got a picture of these little people.
Hold on. I'm just gonna. Oh shoot. I'm gonna have to see. Hold on. I'm gonna send it to you. Hold on. I'm gonna send it to your
Hmm.
IG. You know. You heard
IG.
me?
Okay. IG.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just screenshot it.
Okay.
You can put it up if you want to. You probably have to. I couldn't clip it. You got it. Did you get it? I guess you ain't got it yet.
You know, she
And
would have told you if she had it.
I got it. It's in my IG. I got it.
You see how little small that girl is?
So how am I going to share it because I'm not on my computer.
Yeah. But you see how small that girl is?
Yeah. That's what
And you
I'm
see she up in the, you see how she up in the air, right?
I see that. She's definitely in the air.
And she was
She's not
feeling
touching the ground. He flung her like
nah.
a rag doll.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna see. Can I send it to? Hold on. Let's see. Can I send it to?
Send it to together.
Yeah, don't want to send it. Don't want to do now.
Mm, mm,
I'm sending
mm.
to your email together.
All right, let me check it.
I ain't sent it
I
yet.
should be. I should be on my
You
computer.
you sent it already?
How long we gonna be up here for another 2 hours?
Yeah, I got a lot of storage to go through.
Well, then I need to get on my computer because I'm not gonna be able to do nothing but look be keep going in and out of this one. Give me a
Yeah,
second. I'm gonna be in here
I
until I get ready to get up
yeah.
down.
I just sent it to you. I sent it to you together.
All right. You got it together?
Now she told me when she get it, she would let you know when she got it. That's what she told me about you.
And I heard her.
Well,
I heard
actually, I was on mute looking at it, thinking I was talking to y'all.
No, you did.
Yes, I did.
Uh-huh. Yes, she did.
Hey, look, everybody done it. Everybody have done that. Talking while they on mute. Everybody done it. You see
I
Hmm.
how
just
small
knew
that
y'all was listening. That don't make. Oh wow!
He
He
threw
could
her
have
like
broke
a
her
rag
back.
doll.
He could have
Yep.
fractured her back and everything.
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Ooh, Lord, he better hope her daddy don't whoop his tail.
Hmm. That's
And
crazy.
then she said when he slammed me, I was like trying to hold him so I can get up, like for he cannot for him so he can't slam her no more. I wasn't throwing a punch. I was telling him to get off of me. Tate told number 10. The arrest report also states that the police was trying to break up a fight when Tate intervened, pushed the sergeant. I don't believe that damn bit.
Not a
I ain't
bit.
gonna read that bit. I'm not finna. and throwing a punch at him, which is when he redirected her to the ground, which is a police lingo for body slamming someone to the ground. However, the video posted by Local 10 does not show the moment leading up to the body slam. That would confirm the allegation that she had pushed and swung on at the cop. But she should have had a body camera on, right? He should have had a body camera on. I want to see the body camera video. Then she said, when I got up, he pulled me back down, like slammed me back down, and one of the officers was stepping on my hair, she told NBC Miami, and then they cuffed me and put me in the back of the police car. And they wonder why people don't trust police officers no more. Why they think people gonna take matters in their own hand?
Because they not doing nothing. They're not doing the right thing. That's why.
And the funny thing is, why they think somebody? I guarantee you, the police were doing what they're supposed to be doing, treating citizens like they're supposed to be treated. some of the cases, all these cases that they got that sit on their desk, that they were sitting on their desk, would be. Hold on, come on. Would be solved by now. When you think so together, you knew.
Hold on.
Yep.
Yep.
Look how many unsolved crimes they is. Shoot.
Because they too
That why
busy
they get
lollygagging.
Huh?
They too busy lollygagging.
Mm-hmm. That thing
Fighting
she said.
children.
Mm-hmm. She Tate said she was just merely one of several witnesses to fight when the cop grabbed her and body slammed her. Oh, you went to a female to body slam her, but there was I get there was some other guys there too. He could have went and tried to body slam. He did. But you go pick a 15-year-old girl out of.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
It's some people that my family know. The police did the same thing to the family, the little girl. She was riding on her scooter, and the police came up and body slammed her. And the father, like, what are you doing? And then they body slammed him. Both of them walked away with $1.5 million each. And they were not even a problem. They were just minding their business. And those officers are in jail right now.
Mm-hmm. Did you get the other thing I sent you?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Damn it. I keep talking with the damn thing missing.
I'm getting it right now on my computer so I could share it with y'all.
Oh, that's the video.
You got the video?
Oh. Yeah, I just sent you the video for the news.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna pull it up. Give me 1 second.
Why you doing that? Local media stated she was charged with resisting arrest, but did not specify whether she was charged with resisting arrest with violence or without violence, which are two separate charges in Florida. The former is a third-degree felony, which is also punishable by up to 5 years in prison, and the latter is only a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year in jail. But she is likely facing the former, since she is also facing the battery charge. It is not possible to confirm the charge through online public records since she is a juvenile. I feel like he should have done that to my child. If anything, I feel like he shouldn't have done that to my child. If anything, you should have tried to restrain her in a better way. Takes Mother Monique Warner told Local 10. He should put his hand on nobody's kid like that. You are supposed to help them. This is why the kids are scared of the law. And she was right about that. She's right about that.
I shared it. It's in there. presented it. You have to
Okay.
show it.
There you go.
You ready? You have your
Yeah.
overlay?
So
You have an overlay?
Teenage girl being thrown to the ground by a police officer and then arrested. Local 10's Roy Ramos spoke with the teen who claims she did nothing wrong. Roy?
Nicole, this 15-year-old girl says she had nothing to do with a fight that was going on, but police say that she intervened in trying to stop them from breaking it all up. One officer seen taking that teen to the ground, and now her parents say she went too far. An aggressive throw by a Miami-Dade Schools police officer where a Miami Edison Senior High School student is seen tossed in the air head over heels before landing on the ground.
He should have never did that.
The incident all captured on cell phone video during what
Ooh-wee.
15-year-old Akiria Tate said was officers responding to a fight outside the school's locker rooms after a football game Wednesday.
He had grabbed me and slammed me on the floor, and one of them stepped on my hair.
In the video, you can see Tate pulled up by the officer while still flailing her arms.
I wasn't throwing a punch with him. I was telling him to get off me.
I see it as she was trying to defend herself.
Tate's mother, Monique Warner, who wasn't there when the fight broke out, has since seen the video of her daughter's takedown and feels that officer went too far.
I felt like he shouldn't have done it to my child. Anything, you should have tried to restrain her in a better way.
In the arrest report we obtained, Miami-Dade Schools police said officers were breaking up a fight when Tate intervened and pushed a responding sergeant, then attempted to punch him in the face. That sergeant said that's when he redirected her to the ground to make an arrest, an action this mother said was uncalled for, now wanting him held accountable for his actions.
Depends on nobody, kids like that. You're supposed to help them. This is why the kids are scared of the law.
Period.
So we did reach out to the district, who says that they have seen that video. In fact, they say Miami-Dade police, schools police rather, are now looking into this much further. As for Tate, well, she does face a number of charges after being arrested. She is charged with battery on a law enforcement officer, resisting arrest, and disrupting a school function. We're now in the city of Miami. Roy Ramos, Local 10 News.
Why is Amazon paying me $63,000 a month?
That's some BS right there. Hello? Is anybody
still here.
home?
yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I feel a lawsuit coming on.
Mm.
I feel a lawsuit, and I feel the charges about to be dropped. What do you think?
Oh yeah, they're not gonna pursue this. That's horrible what he did to that poor little girl. I told you, he threw her like a rag doll.
Yeah. Hey, look, and you see all the hey, when that cop did that, you see he almost got jumped over, didn't he?
Yep.
I feel that girl ain't gonna we have to worry about nothing from now on. Cause I feel a lawsuit coming on.
Yeah. Me too.
All the being there, but he goes out to a 15-year-old girl. Can't make no sense
Cops
out of that.
always lie. Cops always lie about what happened until the truth comes out. They always lie, just like they lied about a family friend that said that girl did something. The whole neighborhood said she been riding that scooter all day, minding her business, and the cop just came around and started messing with her, asking her questions, and she said she gonna speak to strangers, whether you a cop or not. She was underage, and she had every right to say that.
Yeah, and think about it, and like this right here, she had the right to that. Don't answer the question these too. You see what I'm saying? So. And the mother was right. That's why some of these cases not solved, because nobody want to talk to the police. When they gonna get that through their thick head? Boy, hey, look at here. They gonna drop the. See, they didn't want that to come out though. They didn't want that to come out. Why you think they? Why you think they probably contacted Instagram, whatever social media platform it was on, told them to tell that person to take that video down. The truth was on that video.
Yep.
And as you heard, the football game was over with, right?
Yeah.
So everybody was leaving. So it was and it wasn't an event. People were leaving. So you go. So he goes get that 50-year-old girl, toss it like a rag doll, as you do say it. But yet, what about the people in the melee? And that lie they told that she bought up a fist to try to strike him. Oh, I know what she was doing. Oh, no, I know why she bought up a fist. Oh, I know why her hand almost struck him in the face because he tossed her in the air. And you notice she did not land on the grass. You notice that, right? She did not land on the grass. She landed on that track. I hope that track was rubber. And we see you can't trust grandparents with your child. You can't trust the schools. Damn, you can't even trust the police now. Still can't trust the police. Hell, sometimes you can't trust some parents. Who the world can these kids trust these days? I still ask the question, who's gonna protect our children? Together, if you're talking, you're on mute.
Damn it. Oh man. I said what I had to say, damn it. You didn't hear it.
No, nobody heard it.
I know. That's why I said what I said.
Yeah. That's why crowd go on song.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. He could have fractured that girl's spine. She could be in a wheelchair right now for the rest of her life, paralyzed. And he seemed to me, I don't know him, but he seemed like he's aggressive, always looking for some action. If that was me, I probably would have, if she would have really tried to swing at me, I would have grabbed her and I would have handcuffed her. What was she going to do? Kick me? Okay, you kicked me, but now you're going to jail.
Yeah. But to charge her for assault on a police officer?
That's the lie they have to tell. You got to understand that in order for them not to get in trouble, they got to make up something to make it seem like they're justified for their actions.
But soon that video came out, they still want to. This is what I'm get. This is what I'm get. The DA still want to go ahead with the charges. Go back what the police say. They got body cam video. If did okay, let's give a benefit of the doubt. Let's just say she did say something is bad off at the police officer. But
so what?
So what? That's what I'm saying. So
what? No right to slam her.
What if she was in the melee? Still don't give him a right to slam her. That's excessive force.
No, don't.
That's excessive force.
Very much so. He could have paralyzed her. That's the only thing that I could see is the way he slammed her. He could have paralyzed her. We don't know what, because I'm gonna tell you something. When I fell down some stairs because it was a slumlord building, and a few years had went by, and I grew a cyst on my spine. The same thing could happen to her, where I was paralyzed. I couldn't walk. I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't do nothing at all. I had to have surgery on my back to remove that cyst, and it came because I fell. You don't know what could be triggered in her body in the future.
Yeah. The worst case scenario, what could have happened to her?
Paralyzed.
Nah, think about it. She didn't land on the grass. She landed on that track. Where did she
He
hit
could
her
have
head?
cracked her spine. That too, and he could have cracked her spine and paralyzed her, or gave her brain damage.
Or she could be on life support.
That too.
And the parent had to make that hard decision to pull the plug.
That's really cool.
That and you know what? It's not shocking that was a black man, black police officer. It don't shock me because they do. Look what happened in what Tennessee, what they did to that black man.
That's crazy.
See,
you knew I ain't saying nothing. Is she on mute? Is she listening?
I don't know what happened to her. She dropped down for some reason. She wasn't what she doing. But
she said she had to get on her computer.
Yeah, and I still try to wrap that around my head. Cause you remember that video that went viral, or that white police officer on that teen girl in a bikini?
I
think about 4 or 5 years ago, there was somebody in that neighborhood or that apartment complex were having a pool party. They were invited, and a fight broke out, and he roughed up that teenage girl. All right, police officer on that black teenage girl, and we notice now that why are the police officers so aggressive?
A lot of times they're aggressive is one, some of them may be afraid. Two, some of them have been through so much that they're on too high of an alert. Three, they've been through situations that look familiar, so they wanted to cut it off before it got worse.
Yeah. You know who I feel sorry for is these police officers? The bearded police officer is their spouse and their children.
You know what? Speaking of that, there was a story I did when I had my other channel. This police officer, it was like, you know how you had them low bushes instead of a gate that separate property? And these kids were walking down the street, and I don't know exactly what happened, but they were walking down the street, and the police officer, they walked on his grass. That's what happened. And he was like, "Get off my grass, you heard me." And the kid was getting off his grass and walking, and a police officer came up behind him and body slammed him, like, not like he did that girl. And so the little boy family, somebody in the family was a lawyer, and they sued the police officer, not the actual police station, because the officer was off duty at the time. And so when he got sued, they were suing him. He had to sell his house, and his wife divorced him because they lost their house behind a stupid action. She just told him, just leave the kid alone. And the kid was talking mess. He was like, "Man, just leave the kid alone. He got off the damn lawn. Leave him alone." But because of his ego and his pride, he caused them to lose their house.
That ego and that pride will get you every time, won't it?
Mm-hmm.
Some of us got too much pride. Too much.
I don't want to have pride. I don't want no ego either. That's why if I do something, I don't have a problem apologizing. That is not a problem for me. I never want that to be something that I'm like, "Oh, I don't care." No. I'm not. I don't want to be like that. I did it. I want to. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hey. Some people do not like to take accountability for their own actions. Some people don't like to take accountability for nothing.
I know somebody like that too, and they get on my nerve. They call me. Guess what happened? I'll be like, I'll call you back, and I never call back.
Yep. Yep. Hey, well, check this out right here. Speaking of cops, right? A worthless ghetto mutt. Chicago.
Whoa! What'd you say? A worthless ghetto what? Mutt. You need help. You need help.
No, it was another. Hey, this what they titled it. Worthless ghetto mutts. Chicago cops. 20-year job is on the line after being exposed for hundreds of hateful social media posts.
Oh.
Targeting minorities, claims he can't remember writing them. Hold on.
He probably was drunk.
He wasn't drunk.
You don't know that, neither do I. He probably was drunk.
Okay, here you go. The veteran Chicago police detective faces termination after posting hundreds of offensive comments on social media that target Blacks, Muslim, immigrants, and LGBTQ people over 5 years. His action was uncovered by a watchdog group. Them watchdog group don't be playing, do they?
Nope.
Hey, see, two groups he shouldn't have not messed with. The Muslim, the LGBTQ. Sean Popple, a 20-year employee with the Chicago Police Department, found himself in hot water. Shoot, he in more than hot water than he last November when he was notified by the Civilian Office of Police Accountability, or COPL, which had been monitoring his online activity since 2018. After Popple began posting incendiary content on his Facebook and Twitter account. Boy, you dumbest HEW.
A box of rocks. A box of rocks.
Yeah. Since 2018? And you don't remember, right? He might have been doing a whole lot of posting, wasn't he?
Wow.
When a couple personnel confronted that officer with the evidence, he denied holding any racial or bigotry beliefs and attributed his inability to recall someone opposed to memory problems stemming from a medical condition. How convenient. How convenient, huh?
Mm-hmm.
He said he denied holding any racial or bigotry beliefs. If I believe that, if anybody believe that, I got a beachfront property to sell them in the state of Montana.
That part.
With a couple, medical condition. Now, a year after the scandal surfaced, Chicago PD Superintendent Larry Snelling, who is black, issued a letter this week indicating that he is in the process of firing the officer. Though the officer had not been officially dismissed yet, according to the multiple news report. Previously, Couple issued a 36-page report on the officer on social media where he regularly expressed racial hatred and extremist views on gender issues, but did so while using I can't even pronounce this doggone at Sheepdog CPD, believing he wouldn't be easily identified. You know, in other words, surnames. You know what I'm talking about?
I have a question. Are we on the same one with that little girl that he threw, the 15-year-old?
No, we're in Chicago now.
Oh, okay. Because I got kicked off. That's why I was asking. I got lost. I got lost.
I'm like, what happened? Look, I noticed you was gone. Like, oh, she might be doing something. We thought you were doing something.
No, that StreamYard knocked me straight on my butt.
and an investigation was launched when a writer from a website focused on politics and policing on the city's northwest side submitted a complaint to Copel. Officer Shockett comments were racist to the core. And they've been monitoring him since 2018 on Facebook and Twitter, now called X. So he said he can't recall all the stuff he be writing.
You probably be high.
What you trying to say? He get
now he getting high. First he drinking, now he getting high.
You get drunk, then you start taking your drug of choice.
But I was laughing at this. I was like, man, how can?
Hi, my baby.
Your godmother said hello.
Hi.
Hey, baby wolf.
Yep.
He said, bye-bye.
No, he said he got to go to the bathroom. I can't talk.
He's straightforward.
Ooh, Lord have mercy. What did I create?
I don't know.
That's your boy.
No, that's your boy. Shut up.
No, hey, it's her boy. Put it away. It's her boy. Long as Armando ain't around.
Oh yeah. Long as Armando ain't around.
No. He my boy no matter what. I don't care what y'all say.
No. Honestly, he really likes his godmama.
Yeah, I know.
He really likes his godmother. Every time, hi godmommy. I'm like, shut up.
He's the best of it. Yeah, legitimacy. But whenever referring to black people, he would use terms such as worthless ghetto mutts, Morello cookies, stupid A-N with the R on the end award, and would describe two black people fighting as a chip out.
You know what? I would have told him
as a what?
Chip out.
Chip out. CHIMPOUT.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Whatever the heck that means.
Yeah. In one of his most misguided posts, the officer wrote, "Truth is the black experiment has failed, not because of white culture or white privilege or white racism. The fundamental problem is that American black culture has evolved into an unfixable and crime-ridden mess." Hold up. See if I get this right here. It's unfixable, crime-ridden mess, right? But who going to shoot up schools? Majority of them.
What?
They are of the Caucasoid nationality.
I said, what?
Yep. Hey, and then it goes on to say the text went on to blame black people for expecting others to tolerate their violence and immoral behavior, and calling black people socially incompetent with other races by their own design. Wait a minute. Let me see, can I break this down? Okay.
Break it down.
Wait a minute. So other words, we supposed to expect others to tolerate our violence and immoral behavior, but we should accept y'all bad behavior, y'all violence, and y'all immoral behavior.
Right. Accept it like a plate of spaghetti. That's exactly what they want you to do. Accept it. We can't accept nothing. They're not supposed to accept anything, but we have to. Well, they want y'all to accept everything. Yeah, that part.
Now here's the crazy part, right? Of our own
I need
design.
to change that. I want to change that. I want to change that to lobster. The heck with the pasta. They want lobster. Okay, they want us to take in the lobster, plate of lobster.
Oh yeah. So by our own design,
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then he goes on to say, they don't. Notice he said they. You know when he really don't like the El Skitto, they use they, right? They this, they that. He said they don't understand that white people aren't out to get black people.
They full of
Some white
ish.
people, huh? Yeah.
There's a
Some
lot
white
of
people,
white people that are against them.
yeah,
So no, I don't even play that mess. I don't want to hear it.
yeah. That's what I read what he wrote. He also wrote that the ghetto was a self-cleaning oven and celebrated the police killing black men by sharing a video of several officers killing a man by shooting him as he sat inside a vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime police face a deadly force incident, issue 100 in like this. FAFO should be the CPD motto. He wrote, referred to the phrase F around the find out. You know what FAFO mean, don't you?
FAFO?
Yeah.
No.
Nope.
F around,
And
find
find
out.
out.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I was actually looking at an email and I just realized that these people put, you know, the video I showed you guys earlier with the man with the throat thing? Guess what it says? It says, cop dared a man to enter his home. Then he crabs, not grabs, but he crabs him by the throat.
Mm-mm.
Yes, it says crabs, CRABS.
Man.
So you better go to the doctor. You're spreading around crabs. Whoa.
All right. What the heck? Okay, sorry about that. Go ahead.
You better check your woman.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Hey, y'all ready to go to another state? Y'all ready to go to another state? Y'all ready to go to another state? That's Chicago.
Yes, we are. We're definitely ready for that.
Yeah, let's take a flight to the next state.
Hey, we going to Kansas now. Daughter, we ain't in Kansas no more.
Let's get out of Kansas.
Comfortable with being racist, brawl erupts in Kansas College Town after the man strolls FUN on Barbara instead of leaving a tip.
Mm-mm.
Dang.
That's the way she said that. Say it again, you do. Say it again together.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
A racial slur.
Wow. Forget you, ninja.
Yeah. On a Barbara in Lawrence, Kansas, ignited a drunken brawl that spilled into the street and hit with several people behind bars, according to police. The violent incident occurred September 15th at Leroy. Lord have mercy, Leroy.
Lord Leroy, always getting in trouble. I done told Leroy.
Uncle Leroy, leave that stuff alone.
Leroy Jenkins. Hey, that Leroy Jenkins son now.
Lord help us. Lord.
Hey, you know what? Look. Well, that could be a white man. Then again, it could be a black man. We don't know.
Don't matter. Still got a name. Leroy. I said Leroy.
Yeah. Leroy Tavern on New Hampshire Street, where a male customer apparently wrote FUN on his bill and left it for the bartender. Authorities have yet to identify the man who leaked the hateful message after cash out his $39 bartender. Well, he was tore up, wasn't he? And to social injury wrote 0.00 on the tip line. Cheapskate.
Wow.
Police have not seen what triggered the man to write the N-word not once but twice on his bill. Now he didn't write it once. He wrote it twice.
Wow.
But twice on his bill, which was time stamped at 12:16 a.m. September 15th. The tab does not indicate how many drinks the man had. He
This is
was
hateful.
still inside the
Right.
statue. Bartender finally noticed the officer's message and really called security to have him thrown out. Instead of going quietly, the man turned combatant. As he was being barraged out of the exit, the assailant turned and sucker punched the bouncer who had grabbed him, according to a Facebook post by Lawrence, Kansas Police Department. After this, several bystanders jumped in. That had to be a black bar.
Wow.
And he wrote that on his bill. And he thought he was going to get out of there unscathed.
That's crazy as hell.
Yes,
Lord
God,
have mercy, mercy, mercy. I'm telling you, these prejudiced people ain't learned nothing yet. They ain't learned nothing.
Exactly. Not a bit. Not a daggone bit.
Fish started flying at random before a full-blown Donnybrook lit up the typically quiet college town home of the University of Kansas, where bars like Leroy's line the street just off campus. 7 men were still embroiled in a fight when officers arrived and placed several assailants in handcuffs, restoring the peace. 3 people were taken to jail through police, though police did not identify the suspect. Police have not said whether any KU student was involved. It remains unclear whether the man who instigated the fight was among those arrested. Most of the injury was recorded as evidence, but the extent of the injury was not immediate. The investigation remained active, though police did not say what charges the man could face. Let me see. Instigating a riot for what?
Right.
They
act like they don't do nothing wrong. What the hell?
Yeah. Well, at least it was a further moment then when they started talking about Leroy Tammy. Oh, we're on another plane. We're on another plane.
Oh boy.
Guess what state we're going to?
All right. I don't have no idea.
What's going on? Where are we going?
We're going to Texas. Yeehaw! Get your cowboy boots, your cowboy hat. Let's hit the trails.
I'm ready for them because they got some issues over there for real, for real.
Oh, no, we're talking about missing body parts. Remember
Yeah.
we talking about that? We feel violent. Texas University disabled black veteran sold his body parts for over $1,400 without his federal consent.
What?
Sold his body part for over $1,400 without his federal consent.
I told you they be doing some crazy stuff.
Yep. Like many veterans, Victor Carl Honey. Yes, Honey is his last name.
Honey.
Well, neglected by the government after serving in the U.S. Army for 10 years. Spent 30 years living on the street of Dallas while suffering from mental illness. But the government finally saw some value in the 58-year-old black man after he died in September 2022 by giving his body to a medical university, which did so offer his body part to various companies without his prior consent or approval for his family, according to an investigative report by NBC News. And guess what?
What?
He had a wife, ex-wife, that cared about him, and 2 sons. And they were right down the street from the house, from wherever his body was. Here's the kicker.
Wow.
His right leg was dissected and sold off to a Swedish medical device maker for $341 to train clinicals to harvest veins with the device.
Mm-hmm.
A torso was sold off to a medical education company in Pittsburgh for $900, so trainees could practice implanted a spine simulator. And a pair of his bone for his skull was sold off to the U.S. Army for $210 to educate military medical personnel at a hospital near San Antonio. Hunter's surviving family did not learn about his family did not learn about his death until a year and a half later, when his son had a chance meeting with a woman who had been friends with his father. The family then learned about his dismemberment after being contacted by NBC News reporters. They said they couldn't find his family member, right?
That's what they normally say to get away with stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
But how did NBC News reporter find them?
Because they never looked for him. That's why.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
It's a damn
I'm trying
shame.
to, yeah. As a veteran, it's like a hole in your soul that can never be filled. One of Honey's sister, Brenda Cloud, told reporters, "We feel violated. I feel violated for you."
Damn.
As a veteran, Hunter was entitled to a burial with military honor, but there was money to be made. A multi-million-dollar business. The selling of body parts for unclaimed bodies has been common practice in Dallas and Tarrant County since 2019 under an agreement with the University of North Texas Health Science Center, which made $2.5 million a year selling body parts to medical organizations, according to the investigation. I want to do something to students. I want to do something to students there. Know what do they know, or do they suspect, or would they be there? Let me put it this way: not just the medical center in North Texas, right? Any medical university. Do they know?
I know this is going to sound weird, but what were they going to do with that money? Aren't they going to, since they didn't let the the family know about it, are they going to split it with them? Is that what we're talking about here?
No, I don't think they're going to split it with them.
How you going to just sell somebody's body parts? It's not even your child. Like, what the heck?
Oh, they call it user unclaimed bodies, right?
Unclaimed body.
Unclaimed.
Wow. Yeah, unclaimed. Yeah. I heard you. Yeah, that's crazy.
And the thing is, how many unclaimed bodies supposedly, quote unquote, allegedly in these states, in the prison system?
They might do that with them Jane Does and Does and what they call the females. Jane Does and John Does. Yeah, Jane Does and John Does. What the heck?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I wonder what some of these medical students would do when they found out that some of the body part they were using unclaimed body parts they were using had family members that could have claimed the body. I wonder what they thought would be.
Mm-hmm. Hey, y'all, I got to drop down. I got to take care of baby Wolf real quick.
Okay, baby.
All right. Good night. Good
Good
night.
night. Good night.
But that's crazy. That's $2 crazy.
Yeah, that is. You can't just take people's body parts and start selling them. It's crazy as heck.
Shoot, they did it.
It's really crazy. And like I said, it's crazy over there in Texas. Certain parts of Texas, not all of Texas, but certain parts.
Okay. Here we go. NBC News reported that more than 2,350 unclaimed bodies were given to the universe over the past 5 years, with 830 of those bodies selected for dissection. The bodies were mostly black, male, and mentally ill, and were homeless.
Wow.
Why did I have a feeling it was all three of those?
It's crazy as heck.
They were then cremated with their ashes scattered at sea.
So it's all
only
three of them
10
what?
Huh? What do you say?
Uh-oh. Don't tell me I went out again.
Oh, no. Until in the local
Can you hear me?
cemetery. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, shit.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can y'all hear me in the chat?
I hear you. You knew.
Oh,
You hear me?
hold on. Maybe I need to turn off something. Okay, I can hear you now.
You hear me
Could
now?
you hear me when I was talking? Yeah. I couldn't hear you
Yeah, I
at
can hear
first.
you.
It went out.
Yeah, I heard you while you was talking.
Oh, you heard me say the S word?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, my bad.
Hey, you wasn't on mute. You wasn't on
My
mute.
bad, y'all. I'm sorry.
Oh. But check this out now, you knew. In at least
I
12
feel
cases,
horrible.
yeah.
Mm.
In at least 12 cases, family members had been looking for their relative, but nobody from the government had contacted them before they were contacted by NBC News.
Mm.
Kind of suspicious, ain't it? They weren't
Wow.
contacted until after NBC News contacted the family. So it took the news person
Not
to
them, but
contact the family.
the newscast did, not them. The ones that should have been the ones to contact them. That's crazy.
It's kind of fun. You notice, I noticed this too. I'll see how you notice it. When things goes out of social media, then they want to come out and say, we're going to do this, do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
When the news media do better investigation work than the police do.
Mm-hmm. Because they know they can't get it wrong. Because if they get it wrong, they're gonna have to come back and rewrite it.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna redact what they said. I mean, not redact it, but they'll have to. What is it called when they come back and they have to change it? Whatever. You know what I meant. You know what I mean.
Oh yeah, and it's like this. Who can you trust? Who can you trust with your children?
Not a doggone body.
Nobody.
Not at all.
Nobody.
Nobody, baby.
And then they
Nobody.
keep saying,
Nobody.
and I still got to do the hold on, see.
The mother and the daughter.
No, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, but yeah, but I got something here too. You know, that guy Javon or whatever his name, McGee.
Yeah, Javante McGee. Mm-hmm.
The Atlanta Best Star reported this right. This is it's supposed to be an update. The guy hung himself in the tree. 911 call released, and in his case, family flatly rejects sheriff's attempt to downplay hate crime. Say no videos prove nothing. I'm with the family on this.
Wait. Go back and say that one more time. You said, so there was a 911 call by who? The people that found him, right?
I guess so.
Because let me tell you something.
What's the title?
He bought the rope. He bought the rope. They have a video that he definitely bought the rope, but that does not say, oh yeah, he hung, he lynched himself. No, 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 no. He could have easily been using that for something on his truck. Somebody else
Yep.
might have did it, but I think
Yep.
he was using it to do something for his truck because he is a truck driver, and you do get rope if you need to tie something down.
Mhm. Said after his body was found tied to a tree in rural North Carolina in the week since his death, authorities have released more details as his family fiercely advocated for a thorough investigation. They stand on top of this. They stand on top of this. They ain't finna let them. They not finna let them say what they want to say about their family member.
I mean, there's people calling the police station, and the police is acting like they never heard of the case. And
Yeah.
now all of a sudden it's coming out of on the news, so they can't deny it anymore.
Mm. They were
It's
trying.
in
They were trying.
Henderson, South
Right.
Carolina.
Yep. Hey, they just they were hoping to go under the radar. That's what they were trying to. They were hoping.
Right.
He was a
It didn't
truck driver.
happen.
Yeah. For all y'all want to know, he's a truck driver from Chicago, Illinois. Was in town to make a
Mhm.
delivery to a local Walmart distribution center on September the 10th. Right.
Mhm. Yep.
The 21-year-old's body was found the next day in a fenced-in wooded area on Vancouverville Road. Investigators say he was in a seated position with his back against a tree and a rope that was wrapped a total of 11 times around his neck. The other end of the rope was attached to a tree branch.
Mm.
Hold on, wait a minute. 11 times?
He was sitting down.
And he was sitting down? And he
Mhm.
was tied, and the other part of the rope was tied to a branch.
Yep. That's what they
So
said.
what they try to tell us, wherever branch he tied that to, he went and sat down, and he was leaning forward until he stopped breathing.
That's what they're trying to say. Yeah. I'm sorry to say, but there's very few people that actually, as far as Black people, would hang themselves.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna
Think
tell you
about it.
another thing.
Think about it. Think about this, the truth. Why would they
Uh-huh.
do that when they know their ancestors way back when they used to be lynched? They used to take uh, dolls and hang, have noose around their necks and
Yeah.
then burn them and burn
Mhm.
them.
Mhm.
So
Uh,
why would you sit here and try to tell me that this Black kid did this? He's 20, he's 21, getting ready to be 22, if he's not already 22 by now, because his birthday was coming up. She said it. His cousin said his birthday was coming up.
In October, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's coming up. No, it's coming up like real soon.
Yeah. And think about this right
If
here.
it's not already. Yeah, go ahead.
Think about
Yeah,
it.
Armando.
21-year-old truck driver.
Mm-hmm.
Salute,
On the
salute,
road truck driver.
salute.
I ain't Armando. Hey, you know the first thing. Hey, you know the first thing your body would do when it cannot get no air.
Mm-hmm.
Your hands gonna go try to get that whatever it is with around your neck so you can breathe.
You're gonna flip flop like a doggone fish. That's what it looks like when somebody gets
Wait a minute.
or oops lynched.
But I look at the ain't no way he gonna wrap the rope around the neck 11 times.
And sit down. And then
I
he's gonna
thought,
sit down
come on now. What's
in a
going
Wait,
on,
there
seated
was
Armando?
position.
another. Wait, there was another lynching or something.
No,
I'm just
no,
giving
that's
an
that's
update.
the 21-year-old in Henderson, South Carolina. Or is it North Carolina? One of those
The
two.
truck
Carolina.
driver.
Yeah.
Truck
Yes,
driver.
South Carolina. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we
See,
know damn well there was no suicide
we know
for
that.
many reasons.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And you know what? They were trying to sweep it out on the rug, but guess what? His death became widely known through a viral TikTok posted by his cousin who pleaded for people to join the family fight for trespassing in a death investigation and pushed back against suspicion that he died by suicide.
Yeah. And then they do have a video on the news that he purchased the rope, but you can't get me to even believe anything they're saying as far as like, oh yeah, he did that to himself. No. He's a truck driver. He's probably using that to tie something down.
I would have to see.
Yeah.
I don't see him doing that to himself. I don't.
The
I don't
only way
agree
I
with
would
that.
believe that, is I would have to see some kind of surveillance camera of him hanging himself or tying himself to a rope. I would have to see it for myself for me to believe it.
I think the people that called 911 might have been the ones that did it. Because you go out of everybody that's been going around, walking around, driving around there, you're the only one that's seen this going on. Really? Okay, whatever you say. And you're in the woods somewhere. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. What's up?
Check your IG.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm putting it up right now. Come here.
Oh,
I can't hear you. No, I'm talking to my son.
Oh. Oh yeah. Like I said, cause it with about a rope, that don't mean nothing.
Fine. Mm-hmm. Show
That don't
them.
mean nothing.
Hell no.
It
They're
don't.
just like saying, oh, this person jumped off the bridge because they went to Foot Locker and bought some tennis shoes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm sharing.
This person OD'd on some pills because we saw them walk up in Walgreens.
Mm-hmm.
Hey y'all.
You ready?
That is. Yeah.
I would have never thought I had to make this kind of post on my TikTok, but my family desperately needs your help. This is my little cousin, Javion McGee.
Put your overlay.
From Chicago, Illinois. He was 21 years old and would have been 22 in a few weeks. He was found hanging from a tree in Henderson, North Carolina.
Yeah. Pause.
He drove trucks, so that was his.
Find his overlay. Okay.
You got it?
Go ahead. Yeah, is it? Yeah,
I see it.
His reason for even being out there. The police officers are trying to say that he went to Walmart and purchased the rope and hung himself. We obviously don't believe that, and we are just asking for your help to push his story out there. This isn't covered on any local platforms. No news stations, radio, none of that. So we're trying to push it out there. We really need your help. The police officers in the coroner's office are giving us a hard time, not allowing his mom to identify the body. At one point, they told her she can't identify the body due to COVID. And then the next day, today, they told her the father has to give her permission for that, which he said that he would. She asked if they could send her.
Oh, she wanted us to share this.
Yeah, she did.
Wait a minute. What year did all this happen? What year?
This year.
This
year.
This month. The pandemic
this
is
month,
over with.
September 10th. September 10th.
What I'm saying, okay, I heard you, baby. What I'm saying is she was saying something about COVID. The pandemic is over.
But I think some of
them talking about they can't see the body due to COVID. What was
they're trying to make excuses for the mom not to see her son.
That's all they were trying to do. That's all
in the condition that supposed condition that he's in.
Well, you can't use that excuse no more.
No, first of all, they're supposed to come and identify the body before they do anything anyway.
That's what I thought about law. The family come and identify the body.
Yep. And I'm like,
I feel there is a way they could do forensics on him, right? They could do forensics on him. I just hope they don't sit there and incriminate this kid and say, oops, our bad. Because let me tell you something, there is a way that you can tell if somebody was already not live when they were hung. You do know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
They could tell. Yes, they could tell. So that's why they won't let the mama see him.
Just like you know how some people try to cover up unalive
Yes.
by burning, by committing arson. And you could tell if a person alive or not
before they burn them. Yep.
Yeah. Because soot and smoke be in their lungs. It's just like how some people try to cover it up, make it look like an accidental drowning.
Right.
And
you can tell if they drown before or after. Yep.
That's all they try to do.
Yep. And that's what they're doing with this kid. That's what they're doing with him. I believe it wholeheartedly that this was done to him, not him doing it to himself. No, he does not look like he doesn't have any mental health issues. And then why would he do something that's going to be a slow, painful unaliving? Like you can't breathe with that around your neck. Why would you do that? Yeah, that's slow.
That's one of the most. That's one of the most painful ways to die.
And think about that. Who gonna sit there and wrap the rope around their neck 11 times?
That don't make no sense. That the only reason they did that 11 times is because they want to make it look like he did it. That's why they put it 11 times, because he's sitting down. That's crazy as H-E-L-L. They had to make it look like he did it. They had to make it look like he did it. They had to. That's the only way they can even try to say he did it. Yeah,
that makes it look even more suspect.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I look at it like this right here, because most people who don't allow themselves out like that, they don't tie one knot, put their head in it, and that's it.
Okay, so let me tell you why I think they did more than once. I mean, 11 is beyond, that's extra as heck. But the reason why they did more than one is because they want to make it look like he did it. When somebody does it, it's going to be one time around your neck. It's not going to be multiply wrapped around your neck.
You know what though? You know, it does not matter how many times they tied around, because to us,
we ain't no dummies.
We know one thing about it. If now has it been some black people that commit suicide? Yes. But not doing it that way. They either gonna take pills, put a gun in their head, or drive into a wall, or jump off a bridge or something,
or have a shootout with the police.
There is a few actually. There is a few of black people hanging themselves, but very few. Very few.
Hold on, slow down. In prison. Not out.
No.
In prison.
Out in the open.
That's the only time I've ever heard of. If it's, listen to me real good. If it's outside of prison, it ain't no way in here anybody can convince me that a black person will hang themselves by committing suicide. The only way a black person do that if they are in prison and they're in a situation where they're getting ready to do life and they're getting jumped on, beat up real bad, and then they just feel like they can't take it anymore. Then they'll hang themselves.
I can't say names. I can't say a name, but the person said they know for a fact they know two people that have. Not in prison, outside prison.
That the authorities said that they hung themselves.
No, they know for
like
that.
I said, I would have to see it. I would have to see it happen. I would have to have some type of actual proof, because there's no way. This is just me now. You know what I'm saying? This is just my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, and I come along the post-civil rights era. Okay. there's no way in the knowing what we know about our history and everything, there's no way a black person
That's what I say.
going to a free black person is going to hang themselves by suicide, choose that route to commit suicide.
Yeah.
They ain't,
Right, right.
The only way I can see that happening is if they are incarcerated for a long time and getting their ass kicked every day and every night, and they're getting it took every day and every night, and there's no other way out than to hang themselves and end it.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I can't mention the person's name, but they do know 2 people that actually did. But like I said, I am not going to be able to mention who that person is. They'd have to come up and talk about it themselves.
Oh, they can come up and talk about it, but I won't even believe that unless I see some proof that the person tied the rope.
I wouldn't even. I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it either. I didn't believe it either. But who am I to say you're lying to me?
No, I mean, now I ain't saying I ain't calling that person a liar. I'm just saying that person may just be taking the word of the media, or taking the word of what they saw in the newspaper, or just taking the word of someone that they're trusting. They think that that person probably has a source that they believe. But I'm telling you, from salute to you, Eve. I'm just saying from real life experience and knowing, salute to you, Bolo, and knowing our background. Okay. And our, our
makes
history.
no sense. It makes no sense.
Ain't no black person fin to hang them, choose their route to commit suicide. They gonna either do it with a gun, pills, or they gonna get into it, just walk up to a cop and slap them and get into and pretend like they got something and provoke the cop to shoot them. Now I've seen that happen.
Yeah. But like I said, I know what you're saying as far as it doesn't matter how many times they did it. It's just why they did it. I'm saying the people, whoever did this, they used a little bit of their brain cells, if you know what I mean. Some of them, they ain't got no brain cells, but they used a little bit of their brain cell. That's why they wrapped it umpteen times to make it look like he did it.
That don't, and that ain't throwing, that would not throw, put it like this. D-Truth,
It's
would that throw
throwing,
you? Hold on.
No, it's a regular person like us, what we believe and what we know. No, it would not fool us. But you got some dum-dums out there that will get fooled by this.
I feel what you're saying, but just hearing D-Truth, would it matter how many times they tied the rope? Would that would that even matter to you?
Nah, it wouldn't matter to me.
What the only thing you would hear, what would stick in your mind, is rope tying it to a neck and hanging. That would stick to your mind right there, and you would say automatic. Oh, the first question you would ask, were they in prison? No, that's all you need to. Oh, hell no,
Listen to me. The branch, I have to see what it looks like. I mean, not the actual, not that part, not the part where the person is hanging. I'm talking about, I want to see the tree. I want to see where he was sitting, because he was in a sitting position, and then the rope was wrapped. What, 11 times you said? 11 times around the neck. So you can't have a long neck. I mean, a long rope. If the branch is low, you have to make it short. And the only way you can make it short and anywhere near possibly that he did it, like I said, some of them people ain't got no brain cells. They believe what they want to believe. And he just wrapped it around his neck over and over and over and over. This is what they want us to believe. I don't believe it. I don't think this guy did it. I don't.
And that's another thing too. You just brought to everybody's attention. Okay. When put it like this. All right. Only a person that knows about lynching would be able to pull that off outside. Now, inside, if they really, really, really wanted to get away with it, they would have done it inside, maybe off of a railing or something like that, or they done it inside a building or something like that. But outside
Mhm.
on a tree, you would have to actually know what the hell you doing. You would have to know what
Exactly.
type of branch that will hold that type of weight. Because you got to remember now, once the job is done and he passes away from strangulation, all right,
Mhm.
it
Mhm.
becomes dead weight. All right. So you got
Mhm.
to actually know what the hell you're doing, and you got to choose the right branch. That's why I'm saying it is something fishy about this. Had to be some people
Yes.
who knew what they was doing. That boy was lynched. And now here's I just want to say this. This has happened a lot. Okay, I
Mhm.
remember it happened a couple of times in Texas. It was really happening in Texas a lot in the early
Mhm.
2000s. Okay, the
Mhm.
reason why, and I just want to say this, the reason why a lot of cops declare it a suicide. Now I'm going to ask you, why do you think cops? Because every time I've ever heard of anyone being hung, and it happened a couple of times here in the ATL, they always classified as a suicide. Tell me why is that?
Because they don't have
Why the cops do that?
because they have to have proof that it was a homicide.
Wrong. Let me tell you why. They know some of
Mm.
these. They know some of these are not suicides. I'm gonna tell you why. To prevent a race riot.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Mm.
Think about it. You knew if the cops would have said, if they would have done the right thing and been like, well, this is foul play involved. This person was lynched. Do you know? And we ain't that far removed from the George Floyd thing. Just think
Mm.
that was a cop kneeling down on a black man's neck. Can you imagine? Can you
That's
imagine
fact.
how
Yeah.
people will clown if
Yeah.
it comes out that a man in 2024 was hung from a dang freaking tree?
Yeah.
Yeah. I get what you're
Uh,
saying. Yeah.
yeah. Let me
So
read this right
Great
here.
point.
it's gonna be like that. That is why, and this is the new thing. This is the new thing. And this is why you got to be careful when you're in certain places, when you're traveling, when
Mm-hmm.
I told you when me and my wife, we were traveling, bro. We was on our way to New Orleans that year. It was certain spots, we don't stop in none of them them little mom and pop towns that maybe got like 400 or 500 people population. No, we stop.
And one stop light.
One stop. We don't stop in them kind of areas. Areas like if you traveling through Tennessee and Kentucky, never stop in no area where them Appalachian people be at. Don't, because I'm telling you, they get you, they hang you, and the cops find you.
Mm.
They gonna swear up and down you committed suicide because they have no choice but to do that. They cannot write the report up like you were unalived or you were offed by some racists
Mm-hmm.
or you were hung from a tree by some racists, because that right there will set it off in this country. You thought George Floyd was something? I'm telling you, if they would have wrote that report up that man was lynched, man, please.
But check
They would
this
have
out.
burnt that place down.
I
They
agree.
would have burnt that man, them dudes from Charlotte, them dudes from Spartanburg, folks from Augusta. They would have went to that place and they would have burnt that place down, bro. Like they would have did like they did Minneapolis.
Yeah. And here's something right here for you to play it again. I sent you something to IG too.
Okay, did you want me to finish this one first and then do the other one?
Yeah.
Or not?
Let me read
Okay.
this first real quick. Using surveillance footage and GPS data, investigators pieced together a timeline of his movement in Henderson on September 10th. He made his delivery at the distribution center just after afternoon that day and left the center at 4:53 p.m. At 6:11 p.m., he was seen walking into a Walmart on North Cooper Road and buying a rope. He was seen walking into his hotel at 6:28 p.m., talking briefly with a hotel clerk and leaving the hotel in his semi-truck at 6:34 p.m. Just before 7 p.m., surveillance video showed him pulling into a dirt lot of Van Pole Mill Road and getting in and out of his truck. He was also seen walking toward the wood line of the lot with an object. He's seen getting out of the semi for the final time at 7:30 p.m. and walking towards the woods. Surveillance footage doesn't show him return to the truck.
Let me ask you a question. D-True, is he a truck driver or truck
Yeah,
driver?
yeah,
That's his
Yeah.
occupation. He's a truck driver.
Yes.
right.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Why would he need rope?
To tie something down. He might have purchased something, or
Don't they
he might have.
normally use don't they normally use chains?
Yeah,
All
but
depends,
I mean,
all depends what it
sometimes
is.
he might have purchased something and he needed to tie it down. I don't know. I really don't think.
Because when you move in freight, I know if I'm moving freight, okay,
Mhm,
and I need
mhm.
to tie something down, I'm not using no rope.
But if it's something simple, then yeah, like if maybe you needed some extra room. I don't know. I'm not a truck driver. I don't know. I'm just
Because
giving you guys.
I watch I don't want to say that. I'll use Teasy. I say Teasy because Teasy drives trucks. Teasy
Mhm,
would like he would be doing his rants about the Saints, and
mhm,
he would get out of his truck, and he would
mhm,
if I ever saw him tying anything down, he was using something like steel, something made out of steel or wire, or he was
mhm.
using like chain clamps or something. He would never
Yeah, I know what
tying
you're
anything
talking
down.
about.
With movers use rope. Like if you moving something on the pickup truck or something like
Mhm.
that, some mattresses or something like that, yeah,
Right, they
you will
do.
use a rope to tie that down. That's why I was asking
Mhm.
D Truth, is he a truck driver? Because most truck drivers they using something heavy,
He's a
like
truck
some
driver.
chains or something like that.
They say he's a truck driver. He was at truck stops and everything. They don't know if it's his truck or not, but there is a picture where there's a truck in that area,
Okay,
in the area that it happened.
Now the rope thing, it gives them the rope thing, the thing that he was okay. What I'm saying is the situation right here is what's actually gonna give the authorities a pass is the fact that he was seen in the store. He's on
Yeah,
surveillance buying a rope.
yeah,
And
in Walmart.
even I don't understand why the hell would he need to buy a rope? Because most truck drivers they're using something heavy to tie stuff down with. They're not
but
using a rope.
but you know what? They're gonna call into question the 911 call, and I got the transcript for some of the 911 call. The dispatcher said, "Vance County 911, what's your emergency?" The caller said, "I have some guys out here mowing the grass, and I got a man who hung himself in a tree." The dispatcher, the guy hung himself in the tree. Caller, yeah, he looks dead. He still got a rope around his neck. That's kind of funny.
And you know something else too. I want to tell you something else too.
Hmm.
Usually, as a matter of fact, every suicide that I've ever heard of, that personally heard of, we'll leave a letter. We ain't gonna just do it and not
Hmm.
leave no letter. A black person will leave a letter telling you why they did it. They'll leave a letter somewhere for you to
Hmm.
find it.
I don't believe he did it.
I don't believe he did it either.
Mm-mm. Why he had the rope, I don't know. Maybe he had
That's
something
the
to tie down. I
and
don't know.
that's the card they're gonna play. That's gonna be their out. Without that rope, if it wasn't the rope scenario, if it wasn't for the rope scenario,
Hmm.
then his family could really make some noise. But the fact that he is seen buying a rope himself,
Yep.
buying a rope,
Yes.
it's gonna be, that's gonna make some people wonder, okay, what was he doing
Yeah.
with the rope? Then the next thing I want to know is what was going on in his life. How was his relationship with his girlfriend? How was his relationship with his family? Did he ever mention? Was he acting depressed? Does he have
He
any
doesn't.
kind of mental issues? That's
He
what
does
we
not
need
have.
to find out.
They said he does not have mental health.
He don't have any. Okay, he don't have
No
any
mental
mental
health.
health. Okay, it's a lot of people
No.
walking around that think they fine, but they never went to go get
Yeah.
diagnosed. You know,
Right.
like we got some fools here on this app. They think they fine, but they really crazy. And if they was to go and get checked out, they'll find out they crazy, bat crazy.
Mm.
And remember, a lot of us, we don't believe in going to see no psychiatrist. What we'll do is if we going through something, we grieving, we'll go to church.
Mm.
We'll go to church.
Pray on it. Pray on it.
We'll go to church. We ain't been go see no psychiatrist, no shrink in there like that, you know.
Pray on it. Yep.
I mean, it is, you know, hey, but it's that pride thing. We're like, oh, that don't happen to us. That happen to other races. That don't happen to us, but it is real.
Yeah.
Go ahead, you know.
It's sad. I hope they get justice, man. But it's that
Yeah.
rope. That rope thing is gonna be hard to. It's gonna be hard to get by.
Explain it. Yeah.
But you know what? Though?
Okay, so how about he purchased something? You know how like some truck drivers, they'll go into the store and they purchase something and they don't have, you know, like what they tie their stuff with. Maybe they didn't have it didn't need to be on something that heavy duty. It's just that he just needed something to tie it down. I'm just saying. I don't know. Is it possible?
I'm just telling you from experience, okay? One of my favorite uncles was a truck driver. He drove trucks for over 30 years. My brother-in-law drove trucks. I went to the yard with him a couple of times, you know. It's easy. You know, I've been knowing him for over 10 years. And the other guy that used to be a part of our circle. All right. Okay, now I've never seen any of them use a rope to tie anything down. Never. They've always used clamps and chains. And them little, you know them things they use.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Transporting vehicles and stuff. Yeah, man. Anything heavy, they got to use something that can hold it down. You ain't using no rope because you ain't taking no chance in anything coming off that bed, off that flat bed, and then you know, rolling out on the street and then crashing in somebody's windshield and causing a done 10, 20 car pileup. So we're back to square one. Everybody, why did he buy rope? Why did he go in there and buy rope? That's the $1 million question right there. That nobody
Truck
can
rope.
answer.
I got some information. Truck rope would be which is also commonly referred to as a trucker's rope, is primarily used for cargo control, tarping application. Truck rope is easily identifiable. It's orange. Oh no, his was blue.
See there?
His is blue.
See there? Now you see what I'm saying, D True? It's a reason. It's a reason. But I really believe, you know, the reason I gave you is what the real reason why they kind of like immediately the rope thing, they took that out. Oh, suicide. Because they didn't want to start no race war.
But go ahead, you know, play it.
Okay.
Then we're gonna play it. Then we're gonna go straight to the news conference.
In her pictures, at least, they told her yes, and then turned around and told her, "Oh, I don't think that you want to see your son like that." Come on, like this is just very devastating for my family, and we really need to push this story out there. So if y'all could please repost this video, keep saying his name, Javion McGee, hashtag justice for Javion, and we are gonna fight for him, and we are standing behind my cousin 100%, and they're not getting away with this. So please share this video. Thank you.
I pray they don't get away with it, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. It's just hard to explain the rope part. It's hard
Not
to explain it. And D True, you know this. You know
hold
this,
on.
man, because you got truck drivers in your family, bro.
I'll tell you something right quick though. It's not gonna be hard to explain the rope. I'll tell you why. If somebody else handled that rope, they could get DNA off of there.
Okay.
And then and no matter he went in about it, his
But
DNA.
what if they use a glove? What if they use a glove, bro? You know, nowadays, man, you know, with all these shows, that's why I hate they came out with that show, How to Get Away with the M Word.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hate they came out with that show. People that's doing this type of crap, they wearing gloves, they doing everything in their power to make sure that they don't slip up and leave no trail.
But eventually
that's why you got a whole lot of cold cases now where murders, unalivings are being committed, and the cops are having a difficult time finding the perpetrators of it. So they classifying these cases as cold cases.
I'm telling you why they have a serious problem about a father who did it. It was cause last story I did, right? What a police officer did to that 15-year-old girl down in Miami. Threw it in the air like a piece like a rag doll. That's the reason why some of these cases go on cold. But nobody want to talk to him. That's why some of these cases ain't unsolved.
You saying the reason why a lot of these cases are being unsolved because nobody want to talk about it?
They don't want to talk to the police because they don't trust them. They don't trust them.
I mean, I ain't got no problem talking to the police. I don't like.
I don't need that. But yeah, but
like what happened in Forsyth County. I mean, I ain't had no problem talking to that GBI agent.
Yeah, but like I said,
talking to him.
But you know how some folks are. They don't trust police because of what going on. They really don't. Some of them really don't care. You know what I'm saying? And they try to twist it around and put the blame on the person that talking to them, because they want to close the case real quick.
Well, okay. Well, this is something else you got to watch out for. Okay, now we know that there are some, not all, but there are some crooked cops. Okay.
Oh.
After you know what happened in DeKalb County in 2000, bro. That right there opened the eyes up to a lot of people that thought that, oh, it's not just in the movies, it's not just on TV. Crooked cops exist. Okay. So if you get close enough to something that they're trying to cover up, what makes you think that they won't make your ass disappear next?
Yeah.
That's another thing. That's another reason why some people, don't really get involved.
Yeah.
Or don't talk about it.
And think about this right here. Oh boy, we were talking about Marcellus Williams. Just think what we talking about, politics all in it, but it should be separated.
Mm-hmm.
And when something hinges on you get reelected or elected, you're gonna go with your constituents, right? So
yeah.
And so it's this case and that case and a whole lot of cases gonna be a lot of twists and turns in it. You see what I'm saying? And
well, the only thing about this case, man, I really feel like if it was not for the rope scenario, if it wasn't for the rope scenario, the people in that town, hold on, let me finish saying this. The people in the town and the people that care, that really actually care about getting justice for him and his family, they could really make some noise. It just we could speculate about the rope, D-True. But in all actually, in real life, no one can explain the rope.
But the problem is though, Armando, they when they seen that surveillance, right? You know, going to the woodlines, whatever, they couldn't tell what he had in his hand.
What I'm saying, okay, when he pulled in pulled in the wooded lot, that's what you're saying?
Yeah.
This is the thing, D Truth. All right. A, he went to buy some rope willingly on his own. B, he pulled in that wooded area and he wasn't forced there. You understand what I'm saying? You knew he wasn't forced to that spot. He wasn't, no one else purchased the rope. He purchased the rope himself. And he was seen pulling into that lot. No, it wasn't like no one had a gat to his head, or he was tied up, hog tied, and they took him there or forced there. He went there willingly.
Yeah. But
so it's just a lot of scenarios that's working against his family right now.
But you know something though? But one thing we really don't know, what he went out there for, right?
I don't believe he did it to himself though. I never believe.
And when he got there,
but it's just gonna be hard to prove. What we think and what we can prove is two different things.
But think about but think about that. He had that hotel, right? He was talking to the clerk. And he leaves. He leaves. I wonder some right now just don't sit well with me with that right now. Know what I'm saying?
I know what we feel and what we feeling, what the three of us is feeling, and what we think is one thing. Proving it is another. And unfortunately, I feel you, D Truth. I feel the same way you feel. I feel like this young man was murdered.
Yeah.
I feel like he was murdered. I feel like he ran into the wrong group of people, and they probably had an initiation, probably some white supremacists or something, probably had an initiation, and they rolled up on him, and he just became the sacrificial lamb. That's what I believe, because in them parts you have, you know, when you have these little white nationalist groups that do these, you know, hazing and initiations and rituals, and they'll just go out and find a random minority person, whether it's a Hispanic person or a black person.
So I'm like it right here, because the Kevin and all of a sudden 10 a.m. in the morning, some guy got that started cutting grass. They found his body.
Yeah, that ain't unusual. That's how a lot of bodies get found.
Yeah, but
people. Hold up, slow down. People out doing like the lawn care people. If the lawn care people pull up and they coming to do a job and they find a body, the sanitation workers, you know how many bodies they done found? Man, you sit down and have a conversation with a sanitation worker. They will tell you some stories.
But think about this though. Normally I said that kind of suspicious though. And
we know it's suspicious.
No. We know it's suspicious. That's about them. That's about them. Nobody I said the one that was out there said they were cutting grass. That they found at 10 a.m.
Well, I mean, I don't, bro. That ain't.
I'm saying they could be longer than that.
What I'm trying to tell you is, bro. Okay. It may seem suspicious to you, but it's not abnormal. A lot of bodies have been found like that, bro. Like them kids, they got snatched up. Hold on. Like them kids, like let's say any time a body is dumped on the side of the road on the highway, you know how it's found? When they get ready to cut the grass and they getting ready to roll up. People that's out jogging or people that be going in the woods hunting, they find bodies.
I know that, but
all
what
the
I
time.
but what I've said is, how can we take their word that they was out there doing? They
I'm
said
not taking nobody word. I'm not taking nobody
well,
word. I agree
that's
with.
what I'm trying to say. They could have been out there, did what they had to do to him, right? They started doing what they was supposed to do.
But that's speculation, Detroit. We don't know. We don't know. Only thing we can say allegedly, or I believe, in my opinion, I believe they were involved. But that's speculation.
Yeah. So shoot, they easy give it his congrats, bro. You know that, don't you?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, how many times? I mean, even back home in West Sharma, bro, you know how many folks didn't, man, people go out to their house and to dump trash and they can, man, and they find a body.
Yep.
So this is the rope he purchased. Go ahead and share it. This is the rope.
We can't see that.
Pull
You can
it
see
up.
it backstage. Right
Yes,
there.
pull it up. There we go. Right here. This is the rope.
I ain't never seen no rope like that used by no truck driver.
That's
But-
on.
but-
This is
but-
from Walmart.
Yeah, it's not long. It can't be used for tarp. It can't be used for tarp.
Yeah, tarp.
I don't know, man.
But hey, it's more going to come out though. More going to come out. So, but I want to see that tree and see that branch, and because him doing that to himself, sitting down, leaning forward, leaning forward. You know how long that's going to take.
I damn sure don't believe that he did it to himself. I'll never believe it in a million years.
I do want to say something about that rope. That rope, how's that going to hold his body? Is that why? Yeah, that's why he was probably seated, because it wasn't going to hold him.
It's not. Yeah.
It wasn't thick enough to hold the body.
But this is going to be very close, huh?
Let me look again. I'm gonna look it up and see what the capacity of weight.
You ready for that news conference?
You ready? I already have it up.
Okay. No, you don't.
No, I'm saying I have it up, like ready to go whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Don't play with me.
I'm ready to bring it in.
Don't play with me.
Geritol.
Go ahead.
It's already up.
Do a little like Ronald Lyons.
Good afternoon. Sorry for our charges. I know we plan to be at 12:30. We're speaking to the investigators here at the Vance County Sheriff's Office. Along with myself, Lee Merritt, Jason Keith. We stand here with the McGee family. Javion's father, Corey, his mother, his stepfather, Marcus. Mom, come in. I want you to introduce yourself.
Capacity is 190.
Do something quick. My name is Lee Merritt, Leemerritt. We're going to have Javion's mom and his dad step to the microphone, spell their name for us, and this is the best. Yeah.
Hello, I am
Shoot, they got the right lawyers on the case though.
ARA, last name ROB, is in boy, ER, S is in Sam, ON, Gates, GATES.
Dang, she's out of breath.
My name is Corey McGee. It's KORIMAGEE. It's my son.
Attention retirees, if you're willing to be at your computer from 9 a.m. to 10:45 a.m.
Y'all gotta have quick hand.
All right, shortly you're going
You gotta have quick hand.
Both Mr. Daniels and Mr. Keith, who will talk to you about where we are concerning the investigation and what we're considering as far as litigation. The family has just gone through an exhausting process of reviewing all the evidence in Vance County's files, detailing the death of their son. So they're not in a position to answer questions now. So any of those questions are going to be bounced off of us. If you have some questions that you would like to pass through us, that's okay, and we'll see if they're able to answer. We've asked them to limit any statement to how this experience has impacted them, and reserve any legal questions or factual questions for their attorneys. Okay. That being said, you'll hear next from.
All right. So let me start by saying here, this is an absolute. This is an absolute tragedy. No matter how it panned out, you got a 21-year-old, bright, rising star, independent young black man from Chicago, Illinois, who has taken a path to be independent of his parents, to work as over-the-road trucker, and was doing a phenomenal job. He found himself in Vance County, and like I said, the facts are still working his way out, but we do know that he was found hanging from a tree. Now, I know there have been some statements from the sheriff concerning what's considered a lynching or hanging, but I'll show you the pictures that we saw. Very clear that he was hanging. Not in the manner which you may saw in the 60s and the 20s and 30s, but it's nothing to take away from it. We are here for one reason only. And that sign says very clear, get justice for Javion and the McGee family. To ensure that we get transparency in this process, I know the sheriff, they have sent this case over to the State Bureau of Investigation, Attorney General, to do a further investigation in this particular matter. At this time, let me be very clear. The manner and the cause of death of Javion has not been determined at this time. The manner and cause of death has not been determined. So for any suggestion that it's a suicide, anybody stating that it was a suicide will be grossly premature, right, Lee? Grossly premature. But we do know we have a young black man hanging from a tree in North Carolina. When I say hanging, not a traditional feet dangling, but nevertheless, a rope was tied to his neck, around his neck, and tied to a tree. So the next steps here, obviously, continued transparency from the sheriff office. His family came out from Chicago and Texas. You can imagine the phone call they received about the loss of their son, Javion, which was something that no parent should receive. No parent should have to bury their child whatsoever under any circumstances. But we are here to ensure that the investigation move forward. I don't care if it's in Vance County, Chicago, Illinois, Los Angeles, California. You would not call the family and tell them a suicide and the investigation is not complete. That's involving Lee, myself, Jason, and other attorneys and civil rights activists to come here to make sure the investigations is carried out properly. Because anybody, it don't matter who you are, if somebody receive a phone call as such troubling as this and say, hey, this is what we believe would happen, come get your loved one, that's a red flag. The parents wouldn't have they didn't have the opportunity to see the body or any pictures to even identify Javion. Today was the first day they saw pictures to identify they were in fact Javion.
Told you.
So we need to make sure throughout this entire process, wherever the facts result may lead, we need to make sure it's a thorough investigation. One thing we can be very clear, no matter what the findings are or an investigation, nobody can say exactly what happened at that particular time. I wasn't there. The sheriff, whoever else does the investigation was not there. We don't have a video of that. But we do know that, like I said before, Javion had a rope tied around his neck, and that rope was tied to a tree. The tree is about 8 feet off the ground, the limb about 8 feet off the ground, Lee. So with that being said, we're gonna have more questions. I'm gonna bring up Jason. And I think anybody
hold on.
Okay. All right, we're gonna bring up Jason Keith. He's the local council of North Carolina.
First of all, look, I would like to say we would like to thank Lee Merritt, Harry Daniels, and this is Andrew Covington with me for coming. You might ask why are we here? Accountability, transparency. The community needs answers, and we're here to apply pressure. Lee is flown in from Texas. Harry's flown in from Georgia. I'm out of Greensboro. Covington's out of Raleigh. We're here for answers, and we're not leaving until we get them. The family deserves them. And we've seen the videos. We've seen the photographs. And this investigation is not complete. This investigation is too premature for any determination to be made what happened. What we want is we want answers. We want them now. We want them as soon as possible. And we want the system to work because this family should not be in a position where they get a phone call about this young man coming into this county, working his job, and that he's found hanging from a tree. And the pictures, it's horrible. And this county deserves to explain, to spend the resources to let us know every detail of what happened. And that's what we're here for. And so I think Harry was right. I think Lee was right. I think Covington, everybody, we're here to apply pressure, and that's what we're going to do. And we're going to stay as long as it takes. And we're going to talk to who we need to talk to. We're going to make as much noise as we need to get answers, to get the truth, and to get justice for Jacob.
That's right. Amen.
It's Starfire 9!
Doggone it. How many commercials do these people have?
y'all may have to start downloading these.
Like the other council said, we're here to get answers and justice, and we're not going to leave until we get
Too
that.
many
There's no reason
commercials.
why these answers, why we don't already have these answers, and we're going to work as hard as we can until we get them.
A moment ago, Lieutenant Bishop from the Vance County Sheriff's Department spoke with the family at length. The meeting lasted about 2 hours, where we began to get into the actual evidence that's currently in their possession. Some significant points were made. I'm open to any questions that you all might have about that. One thing that we found conclusively, and I'll back up a moment ago, as I mentioned, my name is Lee Merritt. I'm a civil rights attorney. The reason that the family has asked me to be a part of this case is because we're not investigating a personal injury case or wrongful death case. We're investigating the lynching of a young man in 2024. It would be a misnomer to say that that kind of thing doesn't happen anymore. We saw a public lynching in the murder of Ahmaud Arbery. We've seen public lynchings or the racialized killing of individuals, and it's something that needs to continue to be investigated and taken seriously. Unfortunately, in this country, we haven't dealt with our ghosts of racism and lynchings, and so we often want to sweep it under the rug. The family has brought in these attorneys to ensure that that does not happen. Concerning what we have found, the medical examiner's report determined that there was bruising along the neck and a broken neck bone. Which means that he indeed, well, we're learning, we're working on gathering additional evidence to see what that actually means. I'll stop there and open it up to myself or the attorneys or any of the members of the family for questions.
So you just used the word lynching, hate crime is also lynching or not fair. What makes you think that's the case as opposed to other possibilities at this point?
Yeah, I don't think it's the case. To answer your question, I don't know that lynching or a hate crime is in fact the case.
Hold up. Okay. He just said something. He said his neck was broke. That would be consisting of hanging, not sitting hanging. Right?
Yeah.
Or not?
Yeah, yeah, he would have to been dangling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if he's sitting down, that means that is not the position that he was in at the time that they found him sitting down. He was actually dangling, hanging, and his neck was broke.
Mm-hmm.
You can't break your neck sitting down. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
The only way his neck was broke sitting down was somebody came up behind him and snapped his neck.
Exactly. So there we go.
Let's say the first they probably hemorrhaging, right? Then they probably took it and hung him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that he might have been
to make it look like it was. You know what I'm saying? And
But that would be stupid. That would be stupid though, because the autopsy would be able to tell it.
They'll be able to tell if he was already unalive before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
the forensics would be able to tell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the forensics, man.
But we know we got some stupid criminals out here. But first Harry Daniels said that they put out a false narrative out there first. Talking about he did it himself, right?
I want to go back to the part where he said his neck was broke. Okay, I want to go back. Give me a second. I have to hear exactly what he said because he stopped himself from saying anything else.
Investigated and taken seriously. Unfortunately, in this country, we haven't dealt with our goals of racism and lynching, and so we often want to sweep it under the rug. The family has brought in these attorneys to ensure that that does not happen. Concerning what we have found, the medical examiner's report determined that there was bruising along the neck and a broken neck bone, which means that he indeed, we're learning, we're working on gathering additional evidence to see what that actually means. I'll stop there and open it up to myself or the attorneys or any of the members of the family for questions.
So you just used the word lynching, hate crime. What makes you think that's the case as opposed to other possibilities?
Bruising.
Yeah, I don't think it's the case.
Bruising and broken collarbone.
Or a hate crime is in fact the case. What we discovered was that Mr. McGee came into this county on September 11th and he died by hanging from his neck. The sheriff concluded early on, and we believe prematurely, that it seemed to be a suicide.
Did he say what I thought he said, or am I tripping? He did say collarbone, right? Did he say collar or neck bone? Let me go back because I know I'm tripping. I know I heard something.
To answer your question, I don't know that lynching or a hate crime is in fact the case, which means that he indeed, well, we're learning as attorneys to ensure that that does not happen. Concerning what we have found, the medical examiner's report determined that there was bruising along the neck and a broken neck bone, which means
neck bone.
Neck bone. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. I have to look it up.
We're working on gathering additional evidence to see what that actually means. I'll stop there and open it up to
Bruising.
myself, or the attorneys, or any of the members of the family for questions.
Sound like they may have snapped his neck and then hung him.
Bruising and broken neck bone.
I don't think it's the case. To answer your question, I don't know that lynching or a hate crime is in fact the case. What we discovered was that Mr. McGee came into this county on September 11th, and he died by hanging from his neck. The sheriff concluded early on, and we believe prematurely, that it seemed to be a suicide to him. Well, that doesn't seem to be a suicide for me. I don't know too many 21-year-old gainfully employed, happy individuals that travel into North Carolina, buy a rope, and kill themselves. That would be an oddity. It's a possibility, but we would need more evidence before we jump to that conclusion. My job, the reason I was hired, was to investigate a lynching, to investigate the possibility of a hate crime, and to direct the family to wherever the evidence goes.
If you have an hour this week, you can learn 100 songs on the piano.
Cállate.
Yeah, y'all got to start downloading these.
Of the timetable leading up to this, but as you mentioned, not entirely forthcoming. Can you kind of put together, at least from the family standpoint, the beforehand? You know, when was the last time you was in contact with them, and kind of the timetable that you've been able to figure out?
Yeah, the sheriff should be releasing a detailed timeline today to the media. I don't know if they'll be having a press conference themselves, but they have indicated to us that a timeline will be released as best as they can gather through their investigation. So, as relates speaking to the family, to my understanding, Javion was excited about going to Houston, Texas, and spending times with his cousins. So there's no indication whatsoever that he had any ulterior motives or ulterior thoughts as to whether he had any thoughts of self-demise. So there's nothing here, and this let me be very clear. This is why Ms. McGee, Ms. Rose, and her husband are here. The family's here because there's no indication whatsoever. The 21 years he was on Earth that they brought him here and raised him to show any signs that he would commit suicide. That's why they're here. So to be very clear, there's nothing, no mental health, anything that capacity, no depression. And like Lee said, a 21-year-old is working, gainfully employed, don't come to rural North Carolina and say, you know what, I'm gonna end it all here. Doesn't make sense. Any other questions?
And from the family reviewing the Walmart surveillance video, if that's the last video we've seen of that, just no one knows better than his family, have been able to figure out anything from his demeanor or kind of their thoughts on that?
The Walmart video, that's the last video that y'all have seen, as the media have seen this time. But it's other videos that the family have in fact received for his going to the Hampton Inn. The question is, what was he doing there in that location? Well, he went to the Hampton Inn. They had no room. So he went to where traditionally truck drivers that's coming through here would go. And normally, if you would go, it doesn't make sense to go around with other truck drivers would be at to go kill yourself. If you're going to kill yourself, you find a road down here that nobody's down and you do it down there. I mean, it does the facts and the things doesn't make sense as to a mentality, a mindset of a person who's wanting to kill themselves. Now, I understand about buying a rope at Walmart as a truck driver. It's a lot of reasonable explanations for that. You got a lot of times these trucks, and Dad is a seasoned truck driver. A lot of trucks have universal keys that other keys from other trucks can open if it's the same make and model. So if a mom's sleeping in the middle of nowhere, you got to think about it. If you're sleeping in the middle of nowhere in a truck and somebody else can possibly get in your truck, you go around safety with numbers. So it's a lot of reasonable explanations that we believe why a rope was purchased. I know with the optics, it looks like you get a rope, the next thing you found hanging from a tree. And if somebody can jump that conclusion. But I went to school, North Carolina Central School of Law. I think it's the best law school in the nation. It's definitely North Carolina. You don't jump. Now, I know you may not agree. You don't jump from buying a rope at Walmart and somebody hanging and say they committed suicide. We got things called evidence and facts that we must go through. And what was lacked here at the beginning of his family, the evidence, the facts have not been developed before you make a conclusion that he killed himself. Not on my watch, not on Lee's watch. And that's exactly why we're here to support this family.
I want to just further your question concerning the timeline. And it's important that the sheriff's office should release that timeline. There's evidence, there's witnesses, there's additional video showing up to almost hours before his death. And so there is a more clear timeline. I'm sorry, from the time that we suppose that his death took place. Yes, sir.
Is there any physical evidence that he was physically beat? Is there any evidence that he was physically beat in the face of around his body area?
We are still in the investigation in terms of gathering evidence concerning whether or not he was assaulted. In terms of his physical body, there's bruising about his body that could be consistent with him hanging from a tree and being exposed to the elements. for an extended period of time. There's also an additional way to translate that evidence to say that he was bruised or hurt or injured by others.
Are you pursuing an independent autopsy?
At this time, no.
Depending on what's found in this investigation, are you guys planning on filing some kind of potential complaint or anything of that nature moving forward?
Yes, ma'am. Depending on the outcome of the investigation, we are speaking with the family and considering additional legal action.
Based on what the sheriff is saying, is he able to say more to the public, or he's pretty much limited what he can say to the public?
Well, I don't say necessarily think he's limited what he can say to the public. You got to be mindful that it is an ongoing investigation. You don't want certain things that put out there to disturb that investigation. So those are things that you don't understand as law enforcement, that you don't want to put certain things out just in case you have a lead for a possible suspect. So we definitely appreciate and understand that that aspect. But this is something that also that we have to take into consideration. You know, as this thing continues to play out and more evidence come in, and if authorities, maybe need additional help, that's something we may be seeking redress from the Department of Justice to ensure the Federal Bureau of Investigation come in, because they're usually the lead people to investigate these type of matters, especially when you're talking about a hate crime, specifically in the federal laws. I don't know if North Carolina have any hate crime statutes or things that capacity, but I know the federal government, the federal codes, in fact, do, and that's something we may be invoking, considering what the facts and the evidence may lead us.
Concerning the sheriff's statements to the public, I think that the sheriff has been rather cavalier about the evidence that he chose to release, and he's released in a very piecemeal manner that has actually caused this confusion. I find it distracting that he seems to be more focused on what's being said on TikTok than his responsibility here as the sheriff to get to the bottom of the what happened and then get that information quickly to the family, even before he gets them to the media. I would advise him not to do that or to change his practice concerning that.
Do y'all have privilege of the information that the public does not?
Yes.
Other questions? Look, you try to hold the questions to the media. I know you got a lot of people have questions, but any media have to give some questions.
When was the last time that the family spoke to Javion before he made his way to Henderson?
Let's see about that.
So I just looked it up, and it says a broken neck bone has a high mortality of unaliving.
A couple of days before it happened. You have questions?
So the sheriff or the representative for the family said that in the preliminary information that they had gotten regarding the autopsy, that there's nothing found.
You can sell this $5 spatula on Amazon.
You could stop putting freaking ads on here is what you can't do. I'm trying to look up stuff. Doggone it.
I'm sorry, who said that?
The family representative, Matthew.
Okay.
And she said that there was nothing found under his fingernails, and that was what caused for suspect foul play. Why is that? And if that's the case, why aren't you guys seeking your own separate autopsy?
Well, I think the question is, why is there any, you say independent wounds or anything, defensive wounds? I think that's what you're referring to. From my understanding, from the investigators, from the preliminary findings, there was nothing to that capacity. Just because they have not been done this time, don't mean it's not proved out.
Look under his nails. Look under his nails. That's what they need to daggone do. Look under his daggone nails.
I think the family now is in possession of Javion's body, and we're going to explore every angle, position to determine what happened. And I think from the initial statements we made, might have been premature, but here we are the representatives of the family, and anything that happens moving forward, we want to speak on behalf of the family.
And I'm sorry, at this time, we have not performed an independent autopsy as the body has been in the possession of the medical examiner. We are in the process of recovering the body, and the family does plan to move forward with an independent autopsy at that time. What we have been told is what you've heard from the sheriff, that there were no defensive wounds on the body. Thank you.
We do know that Javion was traveling in.
Did he say no defensive wounds? He said no defensive. Wait, hold on.
On the body. Thank you.
Hold on.
We do know that Javion was.
The medical examiner. We are in the process of recovering the body, and the family does plan to move forward with an independent autopsy at that time. What we have been told is what you've heard from the sheriff, that there were no defensive wounds on the body.
Okay, that's what he heard from them. Okay, got it.
Javion was traveling and had stopped at that Walmart. Do we know where his final destination was or where he was planning on going?
Well, according to the timeline, he was going to the Hampton Inn here, and I don't know where it's exactly located at, but the Hampton Inn is fairly close to the Walmart Supercenter here. I think about a half a mile of that. That was his intentions. He went there. He got out of his truck. He walked. It's on camera. He walked in with his bag, his belongings, and he had a brief conversation with the clerk. And to my understanding,
here we go. If he was about to go to get a hotel room and he wanted to unalive himself, don't you think he'd have did it in the hotel room where nobody would have been bothering him?
Upon investigation by the Sheriff's Office, that the clerk told him that there was no vacancies, no availability. So those are things that that we believe that he had intentions to stay there. But for the vacancies, he ended up going to, and it's not a truck stop. Let me be very clear. It's a commonly known area, I guess, where truckers go. I think, yeah. So I think the truck stop thing is not really a truck stop. So he went over there, and that was a normal practice for people that's hauling loads through here that would stop over there. So at some point, he obviously knew that that is a location. And usually truckers, and Dan can tell you this, truckers feel safer in numbers. It doesn't make sense for a person who, who has this ideology or mindset to kill themselves to come around with other people for safety of numbers. So, I mean, in that case, the person needs to be safe.
That made no sense. Right. That don't make no sense.
Are there other people, or is there another person that people should be looking for, that investigators are looking for, any cell phone records, any indication that he has any other ties maybe, or there was another person involved?
Yeah, it's other people that had an opportunity to speak to Javon and such. So they have speak to those people concerning those leads. However, as relates to other surveillance videos, dealing with any suspects, not at this time, not that we have been shown, it doesn't mean they won't develop. Like I told you guys before, you go to Walmart or whatever the case may be, you go there, you purchase a rope, and you end up being hanging from a tree. It's a lot of questions that's in between. Anything that transpired in between, it concerns that things to be considered. But at the end of the day, our main focus here, and don't take anything away from this. Find out what happened to Javion. This family is not here to point the fingers at the sheriff office. They want to find out what happened. Whatever that evidence may lead, that's something they can deal with. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is that we are here, you are here, to ensure transparency move forward. Because anybody, family, black, white, it doesn't matter race, religion, you will want a thorough investigation to take place for your loved one. You want to know. You want to know what happened, because that's the sign. That's a start of healing. You have missing persons. People never found for years. Family can't truly heal until they find out. Look at what it is. So we need to know this family's here, poised, standing here. They have brought us on, and like I said, we're not here to throw darts at anybody, but we are going to throw darts for a lack of transparency and a quick statement to say this is suicide.
Do we know what his had this not happened, what the rest of his route was supposed to look like after he was done in Henderson, or when he was supposed to get back to Chicago? If all had gone normal.
We don't necessarily have that information. I know he dropped a load here at the Walmart distribution center. Like I told you before, he was anticipating to come to Texas to spend time with his cousin. So for a further route, we don't know particularly. That's something that we'll learn moving forward. At the time, his tractor did not have a trailer, correct? So there was no trailer on the tractor. So whatever load, it was already dropped. So we don't know the exact next route. So any other questions?
Do we know if there were any other truckers parked in that area that night?
Yes. Yes, I believe there's other truckers parked in the area. From my understanding, my understanding, other truckers. Not at this time. We don't know. We don't know. All right, one more question.
Would the family like to just share about him?
Hold on.
I mean, obviously,
Wait. So he said that he already unloaded his truck. There's no trailer, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think normally, but at this time, I think it's family, considering what they just heard from the law enforcement. And I think that give it time later on, they will be able to speak out personally themselves about Javion. But just know this: it's an ongoing investigation. No manner of cause of death. We seek a transparency truth. So that being said, Lee.
Just one more. And the family did want to make one statement before they touch off. So each member of the family is going to step here. They're going to make a brief statement. They're not going to take any questions. Thank you.
You can skip this video, but you can't skip the truth. Right now in North Gaza, children are going to bed.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to download these.
I just ask that
You
you
don't
guys
have that.
keep us in prayer.
I do want to tell.
Heart goes out to them.
I want to thank you guys for your support. Everybody, the world, whoever's seeing, I appreciate. Everybody just swiftly supported, and that helped us, to keep us up in our spirits. Nobody out here wanted to hear this kind of news. Nobody, white, black, any.
Nobody.
Hear this kind of news in 2024. Figured we was done with this. We're not, like I said, we're not point any fingers because it's still under investigation. But I do want to let you know what kind of person Javion was. He was very competitive. And when he started driving trucks, I didn't force him to drive trucks. He came to me. He saw my struggle with the trucking industry and having a company and how now everything's pretty much down. And he saw me go up and he saw me come down. And then I guess he took it upon himself to step up. Because I said, we as Black people, we don't have nobody we can put other people on to business. Like most companies, these big companies, it's generations that form these companies, but they start as one or maybe two people and they grow. And so I didn't have nobody to push that on. And he was one of the first people that said, hey, Dad, I'm about to go drive, you know. And I'm like, wow, well, what make you want to do that? He said, I just want to do it. You know, I want to put in my work. And that's just how he was. He wanted everybody to be together. That was his heart. Always, everybody just to come together. And so if this moment can spark anything, if I can tap into him, I would say he wants this country to come together. Not all this divide and stuff. We all need to come together because if there wasn't no divide, this wouldn't have happened. And I feel like, honestly, if he wasn't here, he would still be alive.
God bless.
Okay, thank you guys.
God justice, no peace. God justice, no peace. God justice, no peace. God is dead.
Boy, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna get ready to drop down. I hope that they get to the bottom of this for real. I really do. I really do. Because that family deserves some answers, and I pray that they get the answers that they're looking for. But I just believe in my heart that young man was murdered. I don't believe he took his own life. I believe he was murdered. But what we think and what we can prove are two different things.
Right.
All right. So salute to the chat. Thank you all for coming out and supporting my brother. And thank you, D True, for having me up. You knew. Thank you all.
Anytime.
Okay, together. And you know, hey,
together.
I have the family in my prayers, man. That right there. That's no parent wants to bury their child. That is the worst nightmare, to get a phone call saying that your child has been taken away from you. That is the worst nightmare. And I saw my sister go through it. I saw both of my sisters go through it, and it's rough. It's rough.
I'm gonna investigate a little bit more into this because there's a lot of stuff that I'm not understanding right now. I have a lot of questions. I don't have answers. I have questions. The truth. Hello? Can you guys hear me? Because I can't hear nothing. The truth, you're muted. Can you hear me together? Together, we need to talk. We need to talk. I don't know where he went. Like, where did Armando just dropped off? The heck? Am I up here by myself? You didn't do anything. I just want your opinion on something. The truth. What you want me up here to do? I don't even know what to talk about. I know. It's muted. I think he knows it too. He's probably doing something. I gotta go to bed. It's already 11:29. I didn't even realize what time it was. Time flies. But I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow. Definitely. I have questions. I mean, I wanted to discuss something with you. If you don't come on, I'm gonna drop off. I ain't even playing. Like, why would Armando leave when there's nobody up here to talk to? You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get up out of here. He still has his, him shout out to do, or whatever it is that he does at the end. He's saying, okay. I did it on 2 days ago. Yeah, I think that too. I think he's helping his mom. They could have said something though, instead of leaving me up here to talk to myself. It's a good thing you're in here because I might be talking to myself for real, for real. He fell off.
Yeah. This is what I think crazy thing going through. You know what I'm saying?
It happened in September 10th.
Yeah. And the crazy part is, you know how sometimes we go to the store, you know, you get that feeling that somebody watching you.
His name is Javion McGee.
Know how we go in the store, sometimes you feel like somebody watching you.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny, you know what I'm saying? You gotta pay attention to surrounding how people act. And none of that is good news for anybody. So walk around the store and that right there, that's crazy. What made me, I don't know how that room got. They said it was he did it off himself right. Collarbone, neck bone. So it's gonna be this gonna be a long distance right here.
Yeah, because it says broken neck bone and bruising can be caused by hanging, and then the rope was 50 feet long. I looked that up. So if the branch was 8 feet up, 11 times around the neck. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That would probably take about, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about approximately, depending on how the size of his neck, it it would be approximately between 10 and a half to 11. Not 11. Maybe 10 to 10 and a half, I'd say, because it looks like he's small. It looks very small. So let's just say 10. And then you have the 8 and 10, that's 18. So that's a long rope.
Yeah, and don't forget, I want to see what branch it was on.
Yeah.
That means,
Together said this was a hate crime.
yeah, if that branch was tall enough, that means he had to climb that tree and find a right angle how to do it, right? So,
Well, because it was long enough, it could have been thrown over the branch and pulled onto, if you know what I mean.
yeah.
And then knotted it up, and then that way they can wrap it while he's sitting down. But like I said, we need to see the forensics on this. I'm not going by what they're saying. I want to see the forensics. I want to see the pictures. I want to see the forensics. I don't want to see him sitting there, but I definitely want to see the pictures.
Yep. Well, we've been 3 hours and 35 minutes and some seconds.
Yeah, it's already 11:30. I gotta go to bed.
And tomorrow we're gonna do Friday edition of First and 10. Join us tomorrow on the channel, and we have fun over there.
Yeah.
So, everybody, thank you for coming. Like I said, if you love and respect yourself, you can see through all the BS. Self-love is best love, because who's gonna love you better than you love yourself? And we learned a whole lot on this segment, didn't we? Pay attention to your child. Pay attention to your child.
Yes.
And be involved in your child's life, whether it's schools, no matter what. And don't stop fighting for your child.
Amen.
And you knew?
You ain't gotta go home. You gotta get up out. Oh, wait. Hold on. You don't have to go home, but you gotta get up out of here. Have a great evening. See ya.
Come on. There we go.
This was
Hello.
It was a little blooper, y'all. It's a blooper.
Yeah. There we go.
Bye.
Bye-bye. See y'all tomorrow. Probably not on the channel, but on the channel. Good night.